Hello, John Thornhill here and welcome to the webinar. Before we get started guys, please let me know that you can see my screen and hear my voice. And also you should be able to see me on camera. So hold on, let me just quickly check. See screen, hear you fine John. No camera, hold on. Right then, give me a second guys. Okay. What about now? Can you see me now? Let me check. Perfect. Right, guys, you can see me, you can hear me, so let's get started. Basically, I'm not going to do any of the chit-chat. I'm not going to ask you where you're from. I'm just going to get right into it because I do know that your time is extremely valuable. And the first thing I do want to say, though, before we go any further, is thank you for being here. I do know these days you have a lot of choices. There's a lot of webinars going on. I just want to let you know I've been doing webinars since 2011, so I've sort of got this model down, and this is my best presentation I've ever put together, okay? So hopefully you're going to learn some really good stuff and you're going to love what you see. As you can see on the screen, you are about to discover the simple formula for automated sales and success, okay? Now, before we go any further, I feel I have to do this, okay? I can't make magically money appear. If I could, we'd all be happy, we'd all go home happy. But unfortunately, what I'm going to talk about tonight requires work, okay? And I do not know your mindset, how determined you are, things like that. However, what I will say is if you implement what I'm going to teach tonight, you actually do put some work in, you will get incredible results. But I feel I have to tell you this, okay? The results I get and the results my students get are the results are from hard work, okay? And that's one big thing you're going to learn on this webinar is it takes work, okay? I might be bursting your bubble right away, but there's no magic formula out there. There's no magic bullet. There's no way you can just sit back and watch money come in until you put some work in. You can do it, and I'm going to show you how, but you have to put some work in first. Now, what I'm going to reveal on this webinar is the system that I've personally used to generate over $1.2 million on JVZoo alone. I actually want to show you this screenshot before we go any further. As it happened, I was actually on vacation when I noticed I'd done $1 million. I added up the 565 and the 435 and I went, wow, I've just crossed $1 million on JVZoo. Now, the top screenshot you can see, the 565 is a result of being a vendor, and the bottom screenshot, the 435, is a result of being an affiliate. So the two go hand in hand, which is something I will be revealing very soon as well, okay? Also, I'm a top 3% seller on JVZoo, and as you can see, I'm a top 1% seller. A top 1% affiliate with over 40,000 affiliate sales, okay? Now, if that doesn't show you that I've got this method down, if it doesn't show you that hopefully I can teach you a lot on this webinar, I don't think nothing will, okay? Because there's over 77,000 sales there, and that's just JVZoo alone. I've also generated over $1.3 million on ClickBank. Unfortunately, I haven't got screenshots of the earnings because they go way back to as far as 2006. But if you look at this screenshot here, ClickBank kind of gave me the stats from my various accounts. So if you look along the bottom, you can see the actual accounts on ClickBank, and you can see if you look up the side, up the left-hand side, you can see how much those accounts have earned. Altogether, over $1.3 million, which, when I think about it, is absolutely unbelievable. Also, there's some more various earnings from ClickBank, and I'm also going to be running a live demo of my system that you can run with right after the webinar, okay? So once this webinar is over, you will literally have a plan of action that you can implement and start putting to work right away, okay? And I'm also going to reveal my #1 traffic source, okay? That's responsible for over 99% of my sales, okay? I get my sales in a special way online, and it's not how most people go about getting sales online, okay? So there's just some more typical screenshots from JVZoo and more typical screenshots from ClickBank, but this webinar is not about me, okay? It's not about me, it's about what I can do for you, okay? Now, this formula that I'm going to reveal is responsible for John Botel having a 6-figure launch within 90 days, okay? He did 6 figures within 90 days. Now, let me ask you a question. How good would it feel to generate 6 figures from a launch? Let me know what you think. Also, it's just the exact same formula that has enabled Trevor McAfee to generate over $50,000 in 7 days. Look at the results from his launch here. And he got results like this, and I'm going to teach you exactly how that happened. Trevor actually dominated the JVZoo top 10 when he had his launch. You can see he had 3 products in his funnel in the top 10, over $5 EPCs. That's earnings per click, which means every single person that went to his website, he earned on average $5.26, which is unbelievable. And just about 50 grand there from the launch. These are the various students I've taught over the years. You can see the sort of results they're getting on JVZoo. So, just quickly checking the comments. I'd love to have a 6-figure launch. Awesome stats. Amazing. Show me how, John. Okay, well, I am about to show you how. And before, I know I keep saying this, but before we go any further, I am going to encourage you to take notes and ask questions, okay? I've actually got Spence on standby here. You'll see Spence in the chat box. If you've got any questions, I'm going to answer questions as well, but Spence is around in case I miss stuff, because once I get going, I usually get into my presentation mode, and it's hard to stop me sometimes. But I will be around at the end as well. If I miss anything, we'll get everything at the end. But Spence is here to basically help you get any questions that answer any questions that you've got, okay? And if you stick around, okay, I absolutely promise that if you see it through to the end of this presentation, you're going to be in a great position to provide for you and your family from your own automated sales funnels. You are going to learn absolutely everything I know. And I've been doing this since 2004, okay? So I'd like to think I've learned a thing or two over the years. Also, okay, this is the ethical bribe, okay? If you stay to the end, you're going to get all the slides from this presentation. You're going to get the complete recording, so everything is going to be there for you. You're going to get bonus mind maps, which I'll be showing you in this presentation very soon. And you're also going to get my success blueprint and a ready-made cheat sheet, so you can literally shortcut your way through all the steps I'm about to reveal. However, this is the ethical bribe. You have to stay to the end, okay? What I do is I pull up the attendee report, okay? I pull up the attendee report at the end, and within 24 hours, you receive an email with all of this information, okay? Is that fair? Is that okay? Get a drink. Sounds good to me, John. Perfect, John. Yes, sounds good. Okay, fantastic. Like I said, I'll try and keep an eye on the comments, guys. I will do my very, very best. So do keep them coming in. And yeah, let's do it. So I do want to tell you my 2-minute story before we go any further. Basically, I don't know how you've got here. It's very possible that someone else has sent you here, and you might not know a little bit. You might not know much about me, and you might think, who's that guy with the weird accent? Well, obviously, my name is John Thornhill. Okay, I've been full-time online since June 3rd, 2006. Okay, that's the day I walked out of the car plant I used to work in, and you can see on that picture there, I was literally a human robot. Okay, the picture on the left is what was called the door line. Okay, I used to work on the doors, put the bits on the doors. And basically I was doing the same thing over and over again, usually in around 90-second cycles, okay? So basically, do something, do it again. I can almost remember doing it, do it again, do it again, do it again. I was a human robot, and it was an absolutely mind-numbingly destroying job, okay? It was one of those jobs where the pay was good, don't get me wrong, but you literally were, you were a robot. And I didn't have qualifications. I didn't get a lot of qualifications from school. So that was the sort of job I was, it's the only sort of job I could get really. Fast forward to today, that's me on the right hand side. That room and that desk is actually just in that room next door. We're currently in my video room here. I've got a purpose-built office down by the riverside here in the northeast of England. And I basically run my life how I want now, okay? When you've got a job, okay, and I know a lot of you watching will have jobs, and I know what that feels like. Getting up to an alarm clock is awful. I haven't woke up to an alarm clock for a long, long time. The only time I tend to get up to an alarm clock is if I'm going to go somewhere, vacation or something like that. Getting told when to eat, when to sleep, when to use the bathroom. When I worked in the car plant, it wasn't just a case of, you couldn't just go to the bathroom because you had to be on the production line. So I know what it's like to have a job you don't like, okay? But now, I basically, I try to go on as many vacations as I can because my business allows that. That's me with my good mate, Lady Nicola. I love my boating holidays. There's lots of pictures of me on boats. For anyone in the UK, I love going to the Norfolk Broads. My dream is to maybe one day own a boat. We will see. The only thing is, there's nothing quite, there's nothing very close to me where I can do that. Pictures on various vacations, things like that. And then I had a midlife crisis and bought myself a BMW M6. That was a few years ago now. £90,000 car. Okay. And when I think about that, it still blows me away today, okay? That car I was actually frightened of. It did 0 to 60 in 3.8 seconds and it was just ridiculous. But then I'm a little bit more sensible now. Got 2 beautiful granddaughters now. I am a grandfather. So I got myself a nice safe car, and that car there is actually the car I currently own, which is a Volvo XC90. And that's actually one of the safest cars in the world. Obviously, when you're taking children about, you want to make sure that they are safe. And that's again, it's about an £80,000 car, okay? And again, if you told me that a few years ago, that I'd be driving cars like that, running my own business, sort of running my life the way I want it, I would have told you were absolutely crazy, okay? I'm nobody special, okay? I'm nobody special, no special qualifications. I just figured out a way to earn money online. And again, that's what we're going to be discussing, okay? Now, I just want to quickly tell you as well about how I actually got started. I got started on eBay. If you look on the screenshot there, you can see I registered that eBay account November 23rd, 2002, a very long time ago. Over 17,000 feedback, 100% positive. I got started on eBay selling, first of all, I was selling things like cell phone accessories, okay? I started trying to buy in bulk and sell items individually. That was an absolute disaster. My house was full of boxes and boxes of phone cases, antennas, things like that. What nobody wanted because they were literally out of date. My breakthrough came when I actually discovered someone selling a bunch of ebooks on CD-ROM. With resale rights. And to cut a long story short, the person selling the ebooks, I paid about $50 for the disc. Then I realized, wow, this person has literally just burned some files to a CD and they've sold me this and they've earned $50. So I figured I'd do something similar. It didn't work, okay? eBay has a lot of competition and everyone can see exactly how much you're earning on eBay. That's one of the sort of negatives about eBay. However, I devised a system where I was selling each ebook individually. Okay, so instead of selling 25,000 ebooks, I was selling one ebook for $1 or $2 or $3, depending on what it was. And I was delivering it automatically, leaving feedback automatically. And basically, I was earning really good money on eBay, usually $100 to $150 per day. But the big breakthrough came when I taught others how to do the same thing. Okay, I devised a system where, like I say, everything was automated. So I told others, if you want to copy what I'm doing on eBay, I can sell you a product for $97. That teaches that. And I was literally selling 3, 4, 5, sometimes more copies per day. So I went from earning about $100 to $150 per day to sometimes over $1,000 per day just on eBay, okay? And this brings me to my first little nugget, okay? My first golden nugget. If you perfect a system, you're usually going to make more money teaching the system, okay? So for example, if you learn how to get 100 subscribers per day on a mailing list. Yes, you're going to make money from that, but you might make more money teaching other people how you're doing it. Okay, and that's how a lot of this works online. That's how a lot of the information products you see online work. A marketer perfects a system, and then he teaches how the system works. Well, some marketers do. Some marketers, unfortunately, just make up systems that don't actually work, which we're going to get into later, okay? So thanks to the internet, okay, I have changed my life. I've gone from literally working in a car plant to just living the life I love, okay? However, it took me a long time to get to that position. I actually started trying to do things in 1999, okay? Long time ago now, and it was June 2006 before I was in a position to quit my job. Things started happening for me about 2004. So even then, it took me 5 years to become successful enough to quit my job. Now, I struggled really bad, okay? I did lots and lots of crazy things. And one thing that comes to mind is I bought a program that said, if you leave your computer switched on, you'll make money. Think about that for a moment, you know? Leave your computer switched on and you'll make money. And I fell for it. It was basically, I had to pay something like $20. And I think what happened was it was one of those MLM things where $10 went to the sponsor and $10 went to the creator. And then basically all the program did was throw ads at you to click. So it was people's affiliate links. It was terrible. And I fell for lots and lots of things like that over the years. So if you have been trying to do things online and you bought a few things that maybe haven't worked, I've been there, okay? I just want you to know I've been there and I do know what that feels like, okay? Now, first thing I want to talk about is a survey I've been running. I've actually been running this survey for quite a few years now. When you sign up for this webinar, you always get sent a link to the survey. Now, you might have filled out the survey, you might not have, okay? But as you can see on the screenshot there, we've got over 4,000 responses collected, so it's quite accurate. You know, I've been running it for quite a while, and this is what I want to discuss first, because I want to show you, well, first of all, I'm going to show you the state of our industry, and secondly, I want to show you where you've probably been going wrong up to this point, especially if you're still struggling, okay? So these were the questions that were asked, and like I say, you may remember taking this survey, and you may remember these questions. First one is, have you ever bought a product that has promised it will be easy to make money online, okay? Look at this, 94% of the people who took this survey said yes. Now, are we surprised by that? I don't think that's a surprise, because just about every product out there is telling you how easy it's going to be and that you can make an absolute fortune. But let's look at this question. Out of all the products you bought online, how many have failed to deliver on what they promised? Look at this, 58%. 58% said most of the products they have bought failed. 24% said every single product. Now, isn't that a crazy stat? That's almost 1 in 4 people have said every single product they've bought hasn't delivered, okay? And that leads me to this one. Do you trust most online marketers? I think we already know, don't we, how high this might be? 88%. 88% of the people who took my survey do not trust most online marketers, which I think is a little sad, okay? And let me quickly check these comments. Yeah, I can relate. I've found nothing that works. Most marketers are out there to rip you off. I tend to agree. We'll talk a little bit more about that later. But I can see most people are sort of not surprised so far. And I'm not surprised either, okay? Because of all the false promises that the product creators make, you know, things like that. We'll talk, like I say, we'll dig deeper in a moment. But look at this one, okay? How much would you estimate you've spent online so far in order to become successful? Look at this, okay? 41% have spent up to 5 grand. That's not really a surprising figure. But 17% have spent up to 10 grand, okay? 10% of people have spent up to 25 grand. So you can already see there's a lot of people spending a lot of money. But look at this, 5% have spent over $25,000 trying to become successful online. $25,000. I actually remember having a call with a guy. He said he'd spent about $80,000, $90,000 and he hadn't made 1 cent online. Now, I'm not going to say everything he's bought didn't work. I would say some of that would be down to maybe not doing the work. But the fact that someone could spend that much money is quite shocking. Now, I know a lot of the time, when you buy something high ticket, which where a lot of this money would have been spent, you're sometimes buying into done-for-you products and services. You know, you might buy a done-for-you, ready-made website with ready-made sales funnel, all ready to go for $5,000 or $10,000. I mean, if you came to me and said, John, if you build me a sales funnel, I'll give you, you know, that's gonna get me money, that's gonna work, that's gonna convert, I'll give you 10 grand. And I would seriously consider that, because I could probably build that in a few days. However, the problem you've got is when you buy something done for you, you get given everything you need, then you get told you need to drive traffic. And a lot of the time, you either don't know how to drive traffic, or you don't get taught how to drive traffic, or you don't want to put the work in to drive the traffic. And that's when Done For You doesn't really work. So what I want you to understand here is if you are going to invest large sums of money, unless you're established, I wouldn't invest a lot of money in anything Done For You, unless it's going to include some sort of traffic. You know, and I'm not just talking a little bit of traffic, I'm talking permanent traffic, okay? Remember that, please, you know, because ultimately, you're going to give away a large sum of money and you're going to get no results, okay? And, okay, I'm just looking at the comments here. Well, I've spent over 50 grand, still got nothing to show for it. I once paid a marketer $12,500 for a ready-made funnel that did not make me 1 cent. Again, I'm not going to get into the debate of what's the rights and wrongs, but ultimately, okay, Done For You is dodgy. Okay, just remember that when you're starting out, okay? So let's move on to the next one. How long have you been working on building an online business? Okay, look at this one. Okay, over 5 years, 36%. Okay, 9% not started yet. But look, you know, that's what I want you to focus on. Over 5 years and between 1 and 5 years. Between those two answers, we're talking more than half of the people. Okay, so just remember that figure. Okay, did you hit your income goals last year? No. 91% said no, they did not hit their income goals last year. Again, doesn't sort of surprise me because I've seen this time and time again, and I've seen the sort of things that people do, okay? Just give me 1 second, guys. Just going to have a little bit warm in my office tonight. There we go. Right then, did you hit your income goals last year? Like I said, no, 91%, okay? Again, remember this figure, okay? Now look at this one. Have you ever created your own product? 77% said no. So almost 4 out of 5 people. I actually could have worded that better because some people might have bought something with resale rights and put yes. But anyway, keep these figures in mind. Do you have a mailing list? 72% have not got a mailing list. Now, this is the one that shocked me, okay? Because we all know, we all get told time and time again, you must be building a list. And that's true, okay? The one thing you're going to learn from this webinar is that you must be building a mailing list. Okay, you must be. It's the number one thing that you have to do online. Now, I'll be talking more about that later, but the fact that 72% of people are not doing this, that one shocks me because everybody knows. Everybody knows because we keep getting told it day in and day out. Okay? So, we've got these stats so far, and you might be thinking, okay, John, I can see where you're going with this, but I want to really open your eyes now, okay? I want you to look for patterns here. So, again, how long have you been working on building an online business? Okay? 36% over 5 years, 16% up to 5 years, okay? Do you have a mailing list? 72% no. Have you ever created your own product? 77% no. Can you see the pattern here? Look at the next question. How much would you estimate you spent online so far? Remember what we talked about, all the money that's getting spent online? Again, do you have a mailing list? And have you ever created your own product? Okay. This is telling me, okay, 2 things. And this is a home truth for you, okay? And this might hurt, okay? Most people don't want to work. Most people do not want to work, okay? And because they don't want to work, you keep investing in products that are not going to get them results. Obviously, there'll be products out there that might work, but unless you put the work in and make it happen, then you're going to get nowhere, okay? So you need to realize 2 things, okay? You need to stop investing in product after product after product. Stop buying into every launch you see. You know, end the cycle. You know, the cycle where you buy something, hope it's going to work, find out it doesn't, buy something again, hope it doesn't work, etc. And you also need to understand building a list is the number one thing you need to do, okay? And product creation, okay? But we're going to go into product creation in a moment, okay? So hopefully, even already you're starting to get some ideas. And the point of this first section of the webinar, okay, is just to maybe point you in a direction where you think, okay, I think I can see where I've been going wrong. And John's got some good points there. Remember, this is a result of over 4,000 people taking it, okay? So it's quite accurate. Obviously, the more people take it, the more accurate it gets. So this leads me to the big thing, okay? Affiliate marketing, okay? Basically, I know for a fact, if you've been starting out, there's been a ton of marketers out there that have told you affiliate marketing is the way to go, okay? I know that for a fact. But affiliate marketing is not what you think it is. And in fact, it wouldn't surprise me if someone's got screenshots that look just like that. And that looks like my account. Just got that comment in there. That looks like my account. Yeah, I can relate. My affiliate account looks just like that. So that's the sort of point I'm trying to get across, okay? Now, I want to show you why affiliate marketing is not what you think, okay? On the screen right now, you see one of my products, okay? Simple Traffic Solutions, okay? So if you look on the right, that's you on the left, and that's me on the right, okay? You're the affiliate. I am the vendor, the product vendor, okay? Now, you send me traffic, okay? If you make a sale, I send you a commission, okay? You send me traffic, I send you a commission. Works perfect, okay? But here is the problem, and it's a big problem, okay? You are competing with all of the other affiliates out there, okay? And you can only get rewarded from your own efforts. Basically, what that means is you can't capitalize on other people's traffic, okay? You have to send the traffic that gets you the results. However, I'm the vendor, and I've got all of these other affiliates doing just what you're doing. You're sending me 1 or 2 sales here and there, and I don't have to lift a finger. Okay? I literally could be on the beach sipping on a pina colada while the affiliates drive the traffic. So hopefully, straight away, you can see the difference between being a product owner, a vendor, or an affiliate. Now, let me ask you, and I want you to answer this one. Would you rather be on the left-hand side with all the affiliates, or would you rather be on the right-hand side with all of the vendors? Please let me know, left or right. Okay? I'll give it a second. Right, of course. Right, everyone, right. Right-hand side. Yeah, right. Okay, both. Haha, that's actually a good point. Because what can happen is once you do get results as a vendor, you then build that customer list, which then helps you get results as an affiliate. We're going to talk more about that later. That's a good point there. But let me show you this screenshot here. That's my JVZoo account, okay? I've got 74,000 active affiliates promoting my products and services, okay? 74,000. Now, I'm going to be honest, a very small percentage of those people actually drive sales. However, 74,000 people have applied to promote my products on JVZoo alone. And I use other platforms, Warrior Plus, ClickBank, and other platforms as well. Now, if that doesn't show you, that you'd rather be the vendor, I don't know what else will. Okay, so remember this, guys, and remember this well, okay? The proven formula to generate major success online is basically you must be selling your own products and services, okay? You must be. And I know for a fact people are now going to say, but John, how can I create something? Who's going to buy something from me? Well, product creation is not as hard as you think, okay? Gone are the days of learning HTML, FTP, databases, scripts, coding, PHP, whatever, okay? I mean, I don't know if anyone is old enough to remember or goes back far enough to remember using Front Page Express. That was basically the Microsoft's HTML editor. It's what I used to use. Back then, it was very, very hard to edit sites and get them looking nice. You had to, FTP them online. Getting a video online 10 years ago was nigh on impossible, okay? Today, you can fire up your phone and put a video online. It's so easy. In fact, these days, you don't even need a hosting account to launch a product. The likes of JVZoo will actually host your product for you. Okay, that can be done. I don't recommend that, but what I'm trying to get across here is 10 years ago, it was difficult. Even 10 years ago, I'd have said you can still do it. But today, with all the page builders out there, usually you install WordPress, 4 clicks to install WordPress. You can have a membership site put online. It's very, very easy to do, okay? So you've got no excuse for saying you can't do the technical side of it because it's not technical anymore. And even if it is, there's plenty of videos out there and plenty of places you can go to learn, okay? It's more about coming up with the ideas, which again, we will talk about, okay? So let's move on. Now what I want to talk about is why you should be selling digital products or digital products and services. Basically, products that require someone to go and download something or some sort of service, okay? This is a very, very important few minutes, okay? And I do want you to pay particular attention to this because this is, how can I word this? This is sort of, if the next 5 minutes don't tell you why you should be selling digital products and services, you might as well not stay on this webinar, okay? And I know that's, I'm just trying to be honest here. This is the big reveal, sort of why you should be doing this. And please, before I do go any further as well, please note that I will be breaking this down and showing you how you can do it, no matter what your experience level is, okay? The first thing is you can start on a shoestring budget, okay? To start a brick and mortar business, you need to invest, usually countless thousands of dollars. I mean, to become a franchisee for something like Subway or McDonald's, you're probably looking at over $500,000, probably more. And even just to start up a local business, let's say, for example, you wanted to start up a local plumbing business, you're going to need a building, you're going to need to pay a lot of money in rates and rent and that sort of thing. When we sell digital products online, all you need to do is literally have a computer and an internet connection, okay? I know you've got both because you wouldn't be actually here right now. So you can create a product and it doesn't have to cost you 1 cent, okay? It just has to cost you some time. And like I say, it's amazing that in this day and age, you can literally create something that could literally generate you millions of dollars and it needn't cost you anything to do, okay? You have an unlimited supply of stock. We're selling ones and zeros here. The items are on our web space, in the cloud, whatever you want to call it. You can create something once, okay? And sell it over and over and over again. Think about that for a moment. You can create even just a PDF report or an ebook, and you could sell that 1 million times at $10 a time. You could. Obviously, to do that would be exceptional, but the point I'm trying to make here is you've got an unlimited supply of the stock you can sell. Again, a brick and mortar business can't do that, okay? There are exceptions, maybe drop shipping and things like that, but if you're running a legitimate brick and mortar business, you need to hold stock, okay? Now, back in the day, as I said earlier, when I was selling cell phone accessories, in the back room of our small house where we lived at the time, I had about 10 boxes of different cell phone accessories. My plan was to buy them and sell them individually, a bit like what I ended up doing successfully with ebooks. However, nothing sold, and it was just sitting there in the house losing money. Brick and mortar businesses are in the same sort of boat. If they buy stock, they have to sell that stock to make money, okay? So, just bear in mind this. I'm going to say it again. Create something once, sell it as many times as you want over and over again. The big one, okay? You have an automated 24/7 business. This business runs like clockwork, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Christmas Day, okay? This is crazy. Christmas Day, I tend to make a couple of $1,000s on Christmas Day. People are online for sales or whatever. Think about that for a moment, okay? I never switch my computer on Christmas Day for obvious reasons, okay? I'm with family, enjoying myself, and sales are coming in. Sales will be coming in right this minute into my business, and I'm not lifting a finger, okay? When you set this business up right, you can fully automate everything. The only thing you really have to do is provide a little bit of support. And you can automate that to a certain extent. One way is to have a Facebook group for your product. People can help each other, things like that. However, apart from that, this is a fully automated 24/7 business. The customer comes along, gives you their money, you take the payment, you deliver the product, everything is done automatically. Again, how many brick and mortar businesses can do that? Even if they sell goods online, even if they sell something online, they've still got to ship stock. We don't have to do that, okay? It's done automatically. You have a worldwide audience. Okay, I sell my products and services to people all over the world. Australia, America, Europe, the Far East, anywhere. Doesn't matter where they are. As long as the customer has the internet and has a computer and has the means to pay me, okay, I can collect the payment and deliver their goods. Again, brick and mortar businesses they can do that sort of, with goods and services, but imagine a local restaurant or a local plumber. They can't do that. They can only sell to people in their local area, okay? And you can work from anywhere in the world, okay? Literally anywhere in the world. If the moon had an internet connection, you could run your business, and oxygen, you could run your business from the moon, okay? Quite often when I go on vacation, I usually take my laptop with me. I do have things in place so I don't have to usually work, but if I need to, let's just say I want to fire up my laptop and write an email to send out to my subscribers, or, do something with a promotion, I can do it, okay? I could literally travel the world tomorrow and run my business. Now, just take a screenshot of this page, please, because this is bigger than anything that's ever happened in the history of planet Earth, okay? I know that's a big, bold claim, but forget the gold rush, forget the oil rush. This opportunity you have right now to create a digital business and sell digital goods and services is happening right now, okay? Now, one big thing a lot of people sort of think is that, well, they think, oh, well, John, it's too late. I can't do this now. I've missed the boat. You haven't, okay? If anything, it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, okay? People are prepared to pay to make their life easier, learn something, improve their life, whatever it may be, and you can create the product that helps make that happen, okay? This is the ultimate key to success, okay? You create an offer, you drive traffic, you build a list from that offer, very important, which we'll talk about later, and then you automate the process, okay? Again, take a screenshot. Now, right now, I know there's people watching this webinar and thinking, I can't do this. Well, you can, okay? And I'm going to show you how. Okay, so are you ready now? Are you ready for me to show you how to do all of this? I'm going to show you how to put together an offer that you can literally start doing right after the webinar. Are you ready? I do want to see some interaction. Let me see you're here. And I have got lots and lots of comments. And like I said, sometimes I go into a little presentation mode and I miss them. Amazing information, John. You put it so clearly. Thank you very much. Okay, show me how to do it, John. Okay, so like I said, here's how to create an offer. The first thing we need to do, the very first thing you need to do is find a hungry market, okay? I love that picture. You need to find a hungry market. It's no good just coming up with something and hoping it sells, okay? Now, first of all, I do want to say a lot of people, I believe, give false information at this part of the product creation process. Some marketers or some people who teach this will tell you need to go to Google, you need to do keyword research, you need to make sure certain search terms are getting searched for a certain amount of times. I think that's crazy. Where you go is where people are actually spending money on information products. One of those places is JVZoo, okay? If you go to JVZoo and you click on find products, okay? So jvzoo.com, find products, you can literally look at what's selling today. Okay, the best sellers today. Now this screenshot's a little bit old, so these products are, they were a few months ago. But you can see the top seller that day, on the day I took this screenshot, was a product called Review Wizard. Okay, and you can see Review Wizard Pro was actually number 3. You can see video. Video seems, quite big. Video is one of those things that's just got bigger and bigger and bigger over the years, and I will talk about that in a little while. But anyway, you can see straight away, you can get an idea of the sort of products that people want to buy. And if we just go, that's the top sellers for the day before. PLR seems to come into it a lot as well. A lot of PLR material is getting sold. And now, I'm going to give you, I'm going to say this straight away. It's actually off the top of my head, but what's to stop you creating something and selling PLR rights to it? What's to stop you doing that? Okay? Nothing. Okay? Absolutely nothing. People will buy PLR material all day long, as long as it's good quality, okay? And in case anyone doesn't know what PLR means, it means private label rights. Basically, you write something or you create something and you give other people the rights to use it themselves. So if you sold me a PLR report on losing weight, I could then, use that product and sell it as my own. Okay, that's what PLR means, just in case you didn't know. However, we're going to use blogging as an example, okay? there's going to be a theme for my product creation process, which I'm going to walk you through. I'm going to use blogging. So if you look, you can see, if I put the keyword blogging, you can see on the right hand side, there's 3,422 products I've got the keyword blogging, okay? You can sort them by the amount sold, and if you look at the top there, you've got some that have sold over 5,000, 9,500, 6,500, and so on, okay? That's just JVZoo. That's just JVZoo alone. We can also go to places like ClickBank, okay? Again, ClickBank is a huge digital marketplace. It's a place where vendors create products and affiliates promote the products, okay? You can look for hot topics, but again, I'm going to use the word blog as an example. You can see we've got 74 pages there. I'm not even sure how many's on a page. It's got to be at least 10, probably more. So we've got thousands of products on ClickBank in the blogging niche. Now, this one, okay, I just pulled up. I've never bought the product, okay? But this person selling this has made 6 figures from this product alone and is making multiple thousands of dollars per week selling this product, okay? Because you can see it, how popular it is in ClickBank, okay? So right away, we know blogging is a popular topic, okay? Now, if you go to the ClickBank marketplace and you go to places like JVZoo, you can literally just spend a little bit of time and get an idea of the sort of products that are getting sold, okay? And one thing you do want to do, just in case anyone is saying, well, John, surely we want to be trying to get into niches where people haven't tapped into them. No, okay, you want to go where money is getting spent. That's why the weight loss industry is so huge and the keep fit industry, because so many people want to lose weight and get fit, okay? So just bear that in mind. We're not looking for an obscure niche. We're not looking for untapped niches. We are looking for popular niches, okay? We can take this a step further and we can go to the Warrior Forum, okay? Now, in case you are not familiar with the Warrior Forum, it's basically the biggest internet marketing forum on the internet, okay? And if you go in there, this is where you can do sort of more research. You can dig deeper. Now, if you look at this screenshot here, you can see there's 3,733 results from the word blogging. Okay, not blog, blogging. And if you look, you can see, if you look at the second arrow on the page on the left, blogging tips for new beginners. Sorry, blogging tips for new bloggers, top 5 blogging tips. Straight away, okay, you can start learning blogging, even though you've never maybe done anything related to blogging before. Someone's asking for help for a new blogger. You know, you subscribe to these threads and then you see what answers are getting given. You see what sort of discussion is happening. You basically learn about blogging just by looking what other people are teaching and what they're saying, okay? So that's how you sort of do it, okay? Now, obviously we need to research. We need to dig deep. So let's just say, for example, we've identified blogging, which we have. You've just watched me do it. We've identified blogging as a popular niche, okay? On JVZoo, on ClickBank, and we've looked in the Warrior Forum, there's a lot of people talking about it, okay? So we've identified it as popular. So now we need to do research. Now again, first thing I would say is look for forums, okay? Forums are not a thing of the past, no matter what you might have been told, okay? Or what you might think. Forums are still hugely, hugely popular. And a place like the Warrior Forum is a good place to start. Again, that screenshot I showed you a couple of slides ago, if you spent maybe an hour, remember that was one page, if you spent maybe an hour or two in there and just subscribing to the top threads and learning a few things, it would take literally a couple of hours to learn enough to start building out a product, which I'll talk about in a moment. But obviously you want to look for blogs as well, related to the topic. Yes, there are blogs out there that teach blogging. You know, obviously, you know, let's rewind it back and go dog training, okay? If you were going to get into the dog training niche, you would find a ton of blogs that would teach that, okay? You do your research, you gather the good information, okay? And you learn about the topic in hand, okay? So then you've got marketplaces. Obviously, we've talked about that. What I would recommend, if you're going to, we're going to keep with blogging here, you buy a few products. Yes, you might have to invest some money here. I'm actually going to talk about how to get products for free later. So make sure you do stick around for that. About 20 minutes time, I'll talk about that. But you might have to buy products. You know, most products these days, you can probably invest less than $100 and buy a few decent products, because you want to see what other marketers are doing. You want to see what sort of products they are offering in their sales funnel, and obviously you want to see the sort of things they teach. Now, I am not here to tell you to copy. Okay, you must understand this. You're doing research. It's absolutely fine to research a topic and then teach the same topic in your own words. What is not fine is for you to copy material and use it as your own. That is illegal, okay? Now, unless you've got PLR rights, then you know, you can maybe take some material. But my advice is always try and come up with something your own, unique. And it's not hard to do once you've done your research. I've actually already said that. Other marketers' products, so, you know, make sure you actually do that, okay? Social media, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube falls into that category in my opinion. You know, do your research. Again, if you went to YouTube and typed in blogging, you're going to get a ton of results, a ton of marketers teaching it. You're going to find topics on Facebook and things like that, okay? So if you spent, let me ask you a question here. If you spent one day, just one day out of your life, maybe 8 hours, 6, 8, 10 hours, doing this, what I'm talking about here and what I'm showing you, do you think you're going to learn about blogging? And I know the answer. You know that it's obvious. You make it sound so easy, John. Well, I'm going to be honest, okay? The first time you do this, it's, you know, you're going to hit roadblocks and there's going to be little niggles you'll have. But believe me, once you've done this once, it gets so easy, okay? So let's imagine now we've done our research. We've identified our profitable niche. We've done our research. Now we're ready to start creating the product, okay? We are going to create a product for sale online. And again, this is where people go, there's no way I can do that, John. Well, I'm going to show you, okay? So we're about to feed the hunger, okay? People's desire, okay? We do that by mind mapping, okay? Now, mind mapping, when I discovered mind mapping, it literally changed everything for me, okay? When you start mapping out a product, and you can see this is me doing it here, you can literally, you branch off in different directions, you have more ideas, and when you finish your mind mapping your product, you've literally got the outline of a great product. But what happens is you always have more ideas and you always add to it. And by the time you're finished, you've got the outline of a fantastic product, okay? Now, you can use software. And you can see, if you look in the top right corner, there's some free software I recommend. What I tend to use is a program. It's an app called iThought HD for the iPad, okay? Because when I'm mind mapping, I can keep the iPad nearby, and if I have an idea, I can put the idea into the mind map. But you can actually just use a pen and paper if you really wanted to. What I've done quite a lot of times when I start working on a new project is I just buy a notepad, a blank notepad, and I will use that for the product idea, the mind mapping and things like that. Okay, so basically, all you're doing when you're mind mapping is taking your ideas out of your head and documenting them somewhere. So in this example, you know, I'm talking about the first module in my product. So I might give someone an introduction into blogging. So the introduction, as you can see, it branches off. It will talk about why blogging is so popular. Okay, so I'd maybe talk about the amount of blogs online, which I could find by doing some searches. I could show people the top blog earners, which again, I could find easily enough, and show people that blogging can be very lucrative. Then I could talk about maybe why you should be blogging. And this is basically the first thing I teach my students. When I teach this sort of thing, getting started online, the first thing I do teach is to blog. It's a central hub for everything you do online, okay? Basically, what you want is when people look for you, they find your blog, and then they can find other things that you do. It helps you create an online presence, okay? And it helps you, basically when people look for you, they're going to find you, hopefully, and usually your blog is top of the results. Helps you build authority. Okay? If you've got an established blog online, and you're trying to do something where you're teaching something else, the fact you've got that blog online gives you that authority, okay? And it also allows you to promote your other products and services, okay? And other marketers' products and services as well. So that's just one module, okay? So imagine this. I'm taking this module, okay? And then I'm going to maybe make some bullet points in a presentation and talk about this. But then what I might do as well is show people how to set this all up, okay? So let's move on. Let's show you the next modules, okay? So then we'd move on to maybe setting up a blog. So we've talked about in module 1, why someone should be blogging, the reasons they should be doing it, how important it is, but then obviously the customer, the client needs to then think, needs to then build one out. So we show people how to do it. First thing you need to do if you're going to create a blog is buy your domain name. I always recommend try and buy your name. For example, me, johnthornhill.com. Okay? If you can't buy your name, add a word to it. Add the word, marketing, johnthornhillmarketing.com. Add the word online, johnthornhillonline.com, or even the word blog. Okay? Because obviously I know a lot of names are common. For example, if you're called John Smith or Peter Jones or something like that, it's going to be very, very hard. But by putting another word after your name, you can do that, okay? You're going to need hosting. I recommend a company called D9 Hosting. I send people there through an affiliate link. Why wouldn't I? It's a company I actually use. So when I say go and get hosting, this is a company I recommend. I actually get them a special deal. I send them there. I've generated over $60,000 as D9's affiliate, okay, over the years. $60,000 from one affiliate link. Again, that's something you learn when you go through this process is when you recommend something, that can make you money as well. Okay. Then I'll show people how to install a blog. I'll literally just hit record on my computer and show people how to do it. 4 clicks. Okay. So obviously you learn this process yourself first, then you teach people how to do it. Maybe how to install a theme, and then we look at plugins, plugins to get traffic, SEO plugins, content sharing, etc., etc. Okay. Does this look hard so far to put together? Can I ask you that question? Does this look hard? Let me just quickly check. I get a drink. This has been a revelation. Makes perfect sense. You're making me think I can do this, John. Wow, okay. Not sure if this is maybe a little hard. Okay, Well, stick with me, okay, if you're still thinking, you know, you're not sure. Okay, so anyway, module 3, show people how to complete their blog, add menus, add pages, add opt-in forms, sidebar options, social sharing. Again, you can go away and learn that, no problem at all, and then you can teach it yourself, okay? So let's keep going. Module 4, I might want to talk about writing. I might talk about, you know, how to post useful content, how to do your research, the post structure, which so many people get wrong. So many people's blog posts look really, really bad. You know, you need to proofread, you need to have it formatted right. How to add images, how to get engagement. You know, for example, getting engagement, encourage comments and sharing, reward people for sharing, have a top poster plugin, things like that, and how to make your content go viral. Again, this is highly valuable information for someone who wants to learn this, okay? Once you've created it once, remember, you can sell it over and over and over again. Okay, final module I'll show you here, just to keep this going. Obviously, we all need to know how to get traffic, especially when you create a blog. So if I was teaching this, I would definitely have a big module that talks about this. And that's all of the traffic methods I can think of, you know, to get traffic to a blog. Now, what I do want to tell you here is I put those 5 modules together in about 30 minutes. 30 minutes. Now, yes, I'll be honest, I've had a little bit of experience doing this, but even if it took you a day or two, you've got the outlines of an absolutely fantastic product there. So you can't tell me you can't do this, because you can apply this to any niche. Okay, as long as you find it's popular, and as long as you find that people are going to invest in that niche, you can put a product together and then obviously create it. Okay, so now we've got the modules done. The product is outlined. Now we need to actually create the product. Of course, we need to create the product, okay? So let me show you the different formats you can use when compiling your product, okay? First of all, you've got ebooks and reports, okay? Now, depending on what you teach, you might just want to teach something very quick, okay? You might just want to reveal a simple method. You might have learned something, okay? And you just might want to say, look, I'm going to teach you how I do X, Y, Z. And I'm going to charge you $10 for the privilege. You know, and people could be all over it depending on what it was. You're basically sharing your knowledge, okay? And you can also create a step-by-step formula in PDF material as well. I mean, if video really wasn't your thing and you wanted to do that, you could, okay? I don't know if it's something I'd 100% recommend, but you can do it. And I have bought products over the years and created products over the years that walk people through the steps just with screenshots and instructions. I'm sure you've followed methods over the years, or some instructions over the years, where you've got a screenshot and telling you what to do next. So you can do it. Okay, then we've got audios. Okay, basically, if you can, have your ebook read. If you create an ebook, have it read. Then you're instantly doubling your audience, okay, or appealing to a wider audience. And for example, my son Alex, he listens to a ton of audiobooks. He actually works with me in my office and he's usually listening to an audiobook while he works, okay? That's not something I like doing. I get distracted when I can't multitask, okay? But if he was going to buy something and the person was only selling it as an ebook, he probably wouldn't buy it. But if there's an audio version, then obviously he would be interested. Now, you could do that yourself, or you could get a family member who might want the job to do it, or you can outsource it. And to get something like a 5,000 word ebook, you know, transcribed, you wouldn't pay more than $50. Okay, to get it actually recorded, okay? There's lots and lots of places you can go to get that done. Another thing you could do is interview an expert. Now, if I was going to create a blogging guide that taught everything we've talked about so far, you know, I'd have the modules and I'd have an ebook talking about blogging, things like that. I would find a blogging expert. And one guy I know is called Daniel Sumner, okay? He created the Blogger's Roadmap. If you go to thebloggersroadmap.com, you can check that out if you want. I actually taught him how to put all of that together, and you can see it there. Anyway, point here is, I could ask Dan if he wanted to do an interview, and that would basically add value to anyone purchasing my product. So I could maybe ask Dan the top 10, you know, blogging tips or top 10 mistakes, or we could devise 10 questions between us that I would ask him, and then he would make sure that he gives away great content. If you can't find if you can't find anyone, you can always possibly pay a marketer to do an interview. Now, a lot of marketers out there will allow you to consult with them, and sometimes they might charge a fee. You know, it could be maybe $4.97 for an hour. But if you can get the marketer to let you use the material, that's going to be highly valuable information. What you can also do, here's an extra tip here. You could possibly interview the expert first. Okay, you could maybe compile some modules, come up with some questions, or even ask them what type of questions I'd like you to ask, interview them, and then take the answers to create the product or help create the product. Because obviously, if you're interviewing an expert, they're going to give you tons and tons and tons of ideas, and you can take those ideas and put them into your product. Okay. Now, a lot of the time, audio is complementary. Okay. A lot of the time, you know, I'll add interviews as bonuses, or I'll add extra, you know, recordings and things like that as bonuses. And sometimes something I've also done as well in the past is I've just literally talked about a topic, a little bit like what I'm talking about right now. This section could easily be an audio book, you know, if you do it right and structure it right. So if we go back to module 1, do you remember when we were talking about the importance of blogging and why you need to be blogging? You could literally talk about that for 10 minutes, okay? So you could then put all of your modules together and have something what someone could maybe play in the car while walking the dog, etc., okay? But video is where you need to be, it's where it's at, okay? Basically, video, as we all know, has became huge, okay? Absolutely huge. And my opinion is, yes, you can get by without doing video, but if you're not doing video, you really, really are leaving a lot of money on the table, okay? You know, some ideas for video, first of all, is over-the-shoulder training, okay? Basically, you record what you're doing on your screen, and imagine someone stood behind you, and you just say what you're doing. So, for example, if you're blogging again, I'd show people how to install WordPress, how to add the plugins. You know, I'd just be like, look over my shoulder as I show you what to do. Okay, you can create step-by-step training. Again, you can lay out the steps first, okay, and then put them into video. Now, what I do a lot of, and this is another big tip for you, okay, is I will take all of my videos and I'm going to compile and break them down as much as I can. What I mean by that is, instead of having one 60-minute video, try and have 10 6-minute videos or even 23-minute videos, because the more you break it down, the easier it is to follow. I've learned that from experience, okay? With my programs, I've learned that people want tiny little bite-sized chunks of information. Plus, when someone opens a video and it's 68 minutes long, I'm sure you've been there, you see it and you go, oh my God, I don't know if I can go through all of this today. Where it's in little bite-sized chunks, people have got, the more likely to go through it and consume it. Also, 10 or 15 videos on a page look like more content than one video on a page. So it also helps your product look like it's got more value. Even though it's just the same, it gives you that extra touch, okay? You can also do recorded presentations. You know, for example, this webinar can be recorded, used as a presentation, and used going forward, okay? So what I tend to do with most of my products is I will record what I call a theory section, where I talk about something, and then I'll record the practical section where I'm doing it. So for example, talk about the importance of blogging, and then show people how to put the blog together. That's the sort of 2 ways to do it, okay? We've also got software. Now, I want to say right now, I've never created any sort of software ever, but I know people who can do it for me. And those 4 products you're looking at right there, I've got my name on, okay? That's 4 software tools I created. WordPress plugins are absolutely huge, okay? Now, this can be outsourced, and unless you're a programmer, it's going to have to be outsourced, but you can go to places to get tons of ideas for software and plugins. One place is CodeCanyon.net, CodeCanyon.net, okay? If you go there, you're going to see tons of scripts and PHP files and plugins and things like that you can actually buy the rights to and use yourself, sort of like Pay-a-Lot for software, but that will also give you ideas. You will see tons and tons of scripts and software and things like that. You can maybe see something, have an idea how to make it better, and then you can go and get that done by a programmer. You can go to somewhere like Elance.com or Scriptlance, places like that. You can actually get that done. Now, you can literally have a plugin created. We're talking a few $100s sometimes, okay? So you might have found a plugin that encourages people to share your content on WordPress, okay? You could maybe brand it with your name and include it as part of your package, okay? Now, let me tell you, when you have software with your name on, this is the best branding out there, okay? So for some reason, it gives you the highest status. You're a software developer, you're a software creator, okay? And that's just what Code Canyon looks like when you go there, or at least it was the last time I took the screenshot. You can see there's an affiliate script, there's an affiliate management system. That's just looking for the word affiliate, okay? This product here was actually a software that all it does okay, it takes a keyword in your blog and it makes it a link. So let's just say, for example, you've wrote the word Aweber on your blog 20 times, okay, over the years or over the months. That will look for the word Aweber and then make it a link, and you can make that an affiliate link. That's why it was called WP Speedy Links, okay? Very, very simple tool, sold thousands and thousands of copies, okay? And again, we got that idea by going to Code Canyon. So that's just a screenshot of the page there. Okay, so we're talking about all of the different formats. So what would you think's best? Let me ask you a question here. What would you think's best? Okay, let me see. And sorry guys, I'm not keeping up with the comments. Hopefully Spencer's keeping up as well, and everything's okay there. I would like to say we'll get questions at the end as well. Video. A lot of people are saying video. Okay, a couple of people have got this right, which I believe, you know, is the way to go. And this is it here. Okay, multi-format. Okay. Basically, what you want to do is try and compile as many different formats as possible, okay? And I'm going to bring all of these 3 points up here, okay? Basically, it's the best form of training because some people want to read, some people want to listen, but you've also got a higher perceived value as well, okay? And you're catering to a wider audience. So let me give you this example again here, okay? Let's imagine I'm going to create a blogging product, okay? Done my mind map. I'm going to teach people why blogging is important. I'm going to show people how to set up their blog step by step. I'm going to write an ebook on the topic, which is talking about the importance of blogging as well. I want to show everyone how to set up their plugins and put themselves in a position to drive traffic. I'm also going to interview my good buddy Dan Sumner, who's a blogging expert, to get even more information that people can use. And I'm also going to give them a plugin that can help their content go viral. Right. Would that be a valuable product? Just, would that be a valuable product that you could sell? Okay? Yes. Of course. Now, I could create that in a few days. With the exception of maybe the plugin. I have to maybe do a little bit of digging, but there's plugins out there, viral plugins, you know, plugins that help you share your content on the likes of Facebook, things like that. Something like that would be ideal, okay? Now, I could easily package this up and create a sales funnel, okay? Maybe offer the plugin as an upsell, maybe offer a extra training, things like that, okay? So this is the sort of product here. This is it compiled, okay? Ebook could teach the theory, why you should be blogging. The video training should show people how to put it all together. The additional offers could be a done-for-you service. You know, maybe I could offer a done-for-you blog install service. Monthly membership, which could provide additional training, you know, more interviews, writing, done-for-you content, etc. And additional content such as audio and plugins and things like that, okay? So that's basically the funnel there, okay? Again, does this look like it's hard to do? Those ideas there are just things off the top of my head where I can literally build a funnel from this. So initially we're offering maybe a $20 training course, showing people how to set up WordPress and showing people how to, you know, put themselves in a position to drive traffic and generate an income using WordPress. But then we offer extra services such as monthly content and possibly a done-for-you service, maybe a traffic plugin or something like that. Again, this is really not hard to do once you know what you're doing, okay? Okay, I'm just gonna... This is amazing, John. Thank you so much. Can we get the slides and the mind maps? Okay, like I said earlier, guys. If hopefully you've been following this, you haven't been browsing Facebook, and you've been paying attention. You're going to get all of these slides from this webinar, and you're also going to get all of the mind maps for more than one of my products. Okay, not just. This is just an example, okay, but I'm going to give you actual mind maps from products I've created, okay? You're going to see how I broke it all down, but you have to stay to the end, and you have to be a full attendee, and then within 24 hours, I'm going to send you out all of that material, okay? So, you know, hopefully you're enjoying this, you're getting this, and you're thinking that you can possibly do this. Well, when you stay to the end, I'm going to give you all the material to help you make that happen, okay? Now, every time you do this, you grow your business, okay? Because we're not just talking about creating one product here, we're talking about creating multiple products, okay? This is something you learn to do, and every 90 to 120 days you do something different, okay? Now, the first time you do this, yes, you know, you're going to have little roadblocks, things like that, but when you learn the process, once you've done it once, it gets so much easier, and each time you do it, it gets easier again. But each product that you create makes you more money, and builds your list on autopilot. Okay, so by now, hopefully your head is full of ideas, absolutely full of ideas. Hopefully you're thinking, John's really onto something here. And by the way, this is something I do all of the time. I'm not making all of this up. But what if I could give you a product idea right this minute? A product idea that you could run with as soon as this webinar has ended. Would that be cool? Okay, let me know. Do you want me to give you a product idea that literally anyone can master, that you could literally get creating in the next 30 to 60 minutes? Okay, I want to see some yeses. Okay, chat's just exploded again. Lots of comments. Yes, yes, please. Yes, please, John, do it. Oh my God, yes. Okay. Right then. This is a question I asked on my survey, okay? And so you can see here, okay? The question asked was, what do you feel you most need help with? Okay, and you can see it's actually quite close, okay? But look what came out top, okay? 24% was traffic generation. Now, something I want to point out right away is everyone wants more traffic. Doesn't matter what level you're at. If you're starting out, you need traffic. If you're established, you need more traffic. If you ask Mark Zuckerberg, the owner of Facebook, if he wanted more traffic, do you think he's going to say yes or no? Okay? He's going to say yes, isn't he? Everyone who owns a website online wants more traffic. Okay? So I want to ask you a question. Do you think you could go away, using the information we've discussed on this webinar, using your research, do you think you could find one traffic method, just one? I'm going to give you some right now. Facebook Live, Facebook groups, YouTube marketing, blog hopping, which is leaving comments on other people's blogs, Amazon, whatever, okay? Do you think you could go away and master one traffic method just to get 100 hits per day? So starting from scratch, you find a topic, you do it every single day, every day, until you start getting 100 hits, okay? How long do you think that would take? We're going to use blog hopping as an example, okay? Blog hopping is when you leave a comment on someone's blog, you put a link in on the comment to get traffic back to you. How long do you think it would take if you did nothing all day for a few days blog hopping? How long do you think it would take? Okay, just give me some serious answers here. Probably around a week, maybe a few days, few weeks. Okay, I'm going to throw a number at you here. Let's imagine it took you 10 days, okay? Let's imagine, again, work required. Let's imagine for 10 days you did blog hopping or whatever traffic method you come up with. And after 10 days, you're getting 100 hits per day. Now, everyone can do this, okay? Here's the big question. Are you ready for this? Do you think other people would want to learn how you did it? Think about that for a moment. Comments again. Oh my God. Yes. I don't know. Okay, we've got an I don't know. But nearly all yes. Okay. Here's the thing, okay? When you're starting out, okay, you've got a lot of other marketers just starting out as well, okay? They would rather learn from someone who's just starting out how to get a method down, okay? So if you're just starting out and within 10 to 14 days, you're getting 100 hits per day and you're going to say to people, I'll show you exactly how I did it, people will want to learn how you did it, okay? Believe me, that sort of product sells like wildfire, okay? So go away, do some research, find one traffic method, obviously document everything you're doing, use mind maps again. Then when you've got it down, video the process or create a step-by-step guide or write a report and show people exactly how it's done. Believe me, I've just gave you something that could earn you $1 million. Honestly, it could, because once you've done it and learned the process, there will be no stopping you. Okay? Please run with that. That could change your life. And I'm actually going to show you how to get traffic now. I'm going to give you some of my best traffic tips right now, so you could possibly take one of these. The first one is obviously writing content on your blog, okay? When you create a blog, believe me, if you keep writing on it and you keep putting content out there, you can get hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of visitors per day just by putting stuff out there and sharing the content. If you look at that circle there, That's a social media sharing plugin. I think it's called getsocial.io. Okay, but just when you're in WordPress, just search for plugins and just search for social share. There's tons of them out there, okay? And what that allows people to do is share your content. Now you can see in that particular example, that one post had been shared 278 times. It had actually been shared over 1,000 times, but the plugin I used to use became obsolete. Had to install a new plugin and I lost my numbers, which wasn't very nice. But the point I'm trying to make here is write good content, put it out there, and people will want to share it, okay? That's just an example of what that particular post looks like on Facebook. Posting on other people's blogs. I've already just discussed this. Blog hopping, okay? That's where you go to another person's blog, write some comments, and get backlinks to your products, services, your blog, etc. Now, what I will say here is if you are going to go down this route, don't just put what I call a Me Too comment or a nice comment post. Actually leave good comments, okay? Hopefully, people will then see that you know what you're talking about, and then they'll go and check out what you're doing. It's actually okay to disagree with someone as well. If you see someone teaching something and you've got a different opinion, obviously we're not talking about getting abusive or anything like that, but if you can put a different opinion, put your point across, sometimes what you get is differences of opinion, and then the comments literally just keep coming back to you, okay? Forum discussions, this is huge, okay? And basically, if you go to places like the Warrior Forum, okay, you will actually see people are doing this for a living. All you're doing is spending their days on the Warrior Forum, okay, and literally using their signatures to get links to their products and services. Now, this is just an example, and this is actually an older screenshot. The Warrior Forum actually looks a little bit different now, but you can see on that particular post, I'm talking about using ClickBank for Warrior special offers, and then look at the signature, okay? 10 reasons why ClickBank is a perfect payment processor for your Warrior special offers. Now, that, if I was literally just going on the Warrior Forum on a daily basis, writing comments, I would get enough clicks to my products and services to generate an online income, okay? I really would. That's something you could possibly outsource as well. So don't underestimate the power of social media traffic. Now, what I do want to share though, I'm going to talk about another way of what forums are used, and because a lot of people think that forums are like, they think it's an old thing, an old way to sort of get traffic when it's not, okay? I want to tell you a quick story about one of my students who, back in January 2014, I know it was a while ago, but it's still current today. Basically, I had the biggest product launch of my career, okay? This picture here is my ClickBank rep at the time, Spencer Matthews, and he was telling me how well the product was doing. And I was actually in the top 5 of ClickBank and then the top 3. Now, ClickBank is huge, okay? ClickBank generally does $1 million a day. I was number 3 in the whole ClickBank network. And you can see the sort of revenue they've generated over the years. Again, these are all screenshots, but ClickBank is bigger than what it was then. And I know you're probably thinking, what's this got to do with forum marketing? Well, one of my students, Steve King, finished 6th place in my competition, okay? He did over $15,000 in commissions. And all he did was post on the Warrior Forum. He said, I'll tell you all about John's program, and I'll answer any questions you've got, and basically I'll help you get started. So he gave out the information, and he put a little bit of a bonus together, and then he did all of that, okay? Now, that's just one example, okay? I know people are still doing this today. The Warrior Forum is still an absolutely huge marketing forum, okay? And if you go in there, I guarantee you spend 1 hour in there, you will see the same names coming up over and over and over and over again. And you will see, if you just watch, you'll see how they're doing it. You'll see how they're using the Warrior Forum to drive traffic to their products and services, okay? Do not underestimate forum marketing, okay? We've also got social media sharing. Again, we talked about this, but actual social media, doing things on Facebook, doing things on Twitter, YouTube, things like that. You know, I find that what I do on Facebook, sorry, I'm not a massive Facebook marketer, okay? I do know enough to get traffic, but it's not the be all and end all for me, okay? But what I will say is if you just be yourself on Facebook and build a following, let people into your lives a little, tell them about what you're doing online, I guarantee you'll get traffic, okay? Again, that's just an example of a shared link, but we've all, you know, you can create a group. That's a group, one of my groups there. Take seconds to create a group, come up with an interest and get people in there posting. That's my Facebook page, which is an old screenshot. I've got many, many more followers now. Point I'm trying to make is social media is very, very powerful if done right. And again, if you spent your time Just doing stuff on social media, you're going to get traffic. I mean, I've hit my 5,000 friend limit and I've got over 2,600 followers on this screenshot. So when I put a Facebook post out, I'm reaching over 7,000 people. And that's just from my timeline, okay? Different people have different ways they want to use Facebook. Some people don't like putting stuff on their timeline because, you know, their friends are on there. But you can actually create different audiences. So you can have, you know, different audiences for internet marketing, audiences for friends, things like that, okay? Let me give you a quick example here. Do you remember at the start of this webinar, I showed you the screenshot where I did over $1 million on JVZoo. I was actually on vacation again and I posted about that. I actually did it from my iPad. And I was talking about how I was going to teach people what I did. It was basically a webinar just like this one. But look at all of the likes and comments I got, okay? And that screenshot was taken about 8 hours after. It's had many, many, many more comments and shares since then, okay? So Facebook is a massive, massive, massive tool, as is YouTube, as is Twitter. If you're going to go down that route, okay, I'm maybe not the guy to teach you this. I'm just being 100% brutally honest here. There are experts out there that can teach you how to just use Twitter, how to use Facebook and you know, things like that. But do not underestimate I'm going to go back, the forum marketing. Do not underestimate that, okay? However, the biggest way by far to generate traffic is from affiliates. You'll remember we talked about affiliates earlier, and I showed you how I've got over 74,000 affiliates applied to promote my products. Basically, that's where most of my traffic comes from, okay? This is the bulk of where my traffic comes from. Probably over 99% of my traffic comes from other marketers driving the traffic for me. Basically, other marketers using their expertise to get me traffic, okay? Before I go any further, just a little quick point here. I'm not an SEO expert, but my affiliates are. My affiliates know how to drive traffic to my products and services, so I don't have to be. Okay, there's other methods as well. Social media, other marketers use social media. Some of my affiliates use paid advertising to drive traffic to my products. I'm not doing it, remember. I'm not the one investing all of the money in the advertising. My affiliates are, because they know what they're doing. So you need to make sure that you have an affiliate program. Okay, without shadow of a doubt, you must make sure of this. Now, JVZoo, Warrior Plus, ClickBank, all of the networks make it so easy to do this, okay? And the beauty of selling ones and zeros, digital information, is we can offer high percentages, sometimes as much as 100% if done right, okay? Now, I want to show you just how powerful this is. This is the same launch I talked about when I talked about Steve King, okay? If you look, I made $80,000 in sales, okay? This was over a 5-month period. But look, when I tick no affiliate, only 19,000. When I'm saying only 19,000, I still managed to generate $19,000 in sales myself. But look at this, okay? $61,000 of those sales, basically 76% of the income, came from affiliates, okay? And this is why you simply must create a dedicated affiliates page, okay? And by that I mean, give them the information they need. This is just a screenshot from Simple Traffic Solutions. I'm talking about how good the product is, how popular it is. I'm showing them the sales funnel. And then I'm giving affiliate tools for my affiliates to use. I give them everything they could possibly need. I give them graphics, I give them ready-made blog posts, I give them ready-made emails, I give them forum signatures, I give them everything that I would want myself. Now, most of the experienced affiliates won't use your material as it is, but they'll use it for ideas for themselves, okay? So you put all of this together, obviously when you've created your product, and then you basically put the affiliate page together as well. Now, obviously, once your program is ready, you need to contact JVs. And the biggest mistake happens at this point. The biggest mistake I see online happens at this point. What a lot of marketers do, they get a product together and then they contact other marketers out of the blue and ask them to promote their stuff. So, I might get an email from someone saying, "Hi, John, how are you? Yo, bro." I usually get that one quite often. Got a launch going on. I'll give you, 75%, whatever. I don't even know who the person is. They've contacted me through Facebook or, email or whatever. I don't even know who the person is. I've never heard of them before. Do you think there's any likelihood I'm going to promote their product if I never heard of that person before? Of course not, okay? Or very, very rarely, okay? I want to tell you a quick story about what happened to me a few years ago. And it literally enabled me to quit my job, okay? Back in the eBay days, I had a program, as I said earlier, that taught people how to sell ebooks on eBay. It was a $97 product. This was it was selling really, really well throughout 2005. I looked up to a marketer called Jim Cockram. I still do. Jim Cockram is a fabulous guy. If you've done anything on eBay over the years, you will know Jim Cockram's name. And basically, he was the eBay guru at the time. He was the go-to guy. I wanted to get my product in front of him so he could check it out and see if he could promote it for me. Every time I contacted Jim, I didn't even get a response, okay? I was using his support desk. Obviously, support desks have gatekeepers, staff that you have to get past. And my emails were much along the lines of, Jim, will you promote my stuff? I was doing it wrong, basically. So what happened was, I found one of his products, which was called the Silent Sales Machine, hiding on eBay. I think that's still for sale today, called the Silent Sales Machine. Go and check it out. It's on ClickBank still. Basically, I bought it. I loved it. I did a review, and I sent a ton of emails promoting it to my subscribers and my blog readers and things like that. I managed I think it was about 60, 70 sales over the course of about 2 weeks, okay? Now, this was just before Christmas 2005. Anyway, I got in touch with Jim. Obviously, see my ClickBank ID, which is Thornhill, so he'll have been thinking, who's this guy? He might have done a little bit of research, who knows? But the next time I got in touch with him, I said, Jim, I love your product. I've been promoting it. I'm the guy making you the sales, etc. So then I got connected with Jim. Jim was replying. He said, wow, thank you very much. And then I said, look, Jim, I do eBay as well. This is my eBay feedback. At the time, it might have been about 15,000 positive comments. I said, look, I teach eBay. I teach people how to sell information products on eBay, how to sell ebooks. Here's the product. Here's full access. Very important. Give people full access. Give them full access. I says, look, Jim, if you want to promote, we can, I can do a deal for your subscribers, 50% commission, okay, for you. I've probably made a mistake there, actually, but this was a long time ago. Anyway, didn't even have a sales funnel for this product. My God, if I wish I did, because if I think back, anyway, I digress. What happened then was basically, Jim had a look at the product. This was just before Christmas. And then on New Year's Day 2006, I remember the day like it was yesterday, New Year's Day 2006, I got an email from Jim saying, John, I want to start promoting your product. Can you set me up with a discount page? This is New Year's Day. I'm hungover, partying the night before. Okay, Jim, no problem. I got on my computer, set it up for Jim, and literally, gave him the stuff. And New Year, it was about 6, 7 o'clock New Year's evening. Okay, I had my laptop set up to make a cash register noise when I made a sale of this product. Okay, this was $67 or usually $97. Anyway. Sitting watching TV, whatever, I heard it from the other room where the computer was, ka-ching! Oh, there's a sale. That's one of my big sales, About 3 minutes later, ka-ching! Oh, there's another sale. Okay, couple of more minutes, ka-ching! I thought, oh, what's going on here? 3 sales in about 5 minutes. Need to go and check. Oh my God, Jim's promoting. So Jim had started to promote, okay? Literally, the next few hours, ka-ching, 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 ka-ching. I was literally making sales every minute or two, okay? Remember, I had no sales funnel. Oh my God, I wish I could, go back and change that. Anyway, point I'm trying to make here. Over the next 3 days, Jim generated $68,000 in sales, okay? He got 50%, I got 50%. $34,000 in sales, New Year's Day, January 2nd, 3rd, 2006. What better start could you have to a year? And it was June the 3rd, 2006, I quit my job. Okay? That would never have happened had I not done something for Jim first. That's the reason for this story. That would never have happened because I didn't really know the process. I had to go and learn it. And here's what I'm trying to tell you here. Do something for someone else or break the ice first. Okay? Get to know the marketers first before you ask them to do anything for you. If you can do anything for them first, fantastic. Write a review of their product if you have to. Now, you remember earlier I said I'd tell you how you can get a product for free? But if you contact a marketer and say, hi, in my case, I say, hi, Jim, my name's John Thornhill. I'm an established marketer. I've got a blog online. You don't even, I've got a blog online is the big words I usually do it. Is there any chance of a review copy so I can drive you some sales? 9 times out of 10, you will get that review copy for free. Okay? And you're breaking the ice. And if you make some sales, brilliant, you can then hopefully start to get that reciprocation going. Please, please, please do not just contact affiliates out of the blue and ask them to promote your stuff because you will not. You'll be lucky to get a response and you definitely won't get the promo. Okay? Okay, let me have a quick look at the comments. Amazing story. I know Jim, he's an incredible guy. Yes, can't disagree with that. Fantastic marketer. But yeah, like I say, that was one of the big moments for me. Like I say, a few months later, I was quitting my job, okay, because of what had happened that day. Okay, so next thing you need to be doing is building a list of affiliates as well, okay? Make sure that on your JV page, you've got a way to capture affiliate emails, names and emails. Now, do not, I repeat, do not force JVs to opt in to get their affiliate tools or apply for your affiliate program, because most will bail, okay? If I see a marketer trying to force me to opt in to promote their product, I'm gone, okay? Give them the option and you'll find most opt in. Give them the option to get on your JV list. Just like that screenshot shows you there. Get on the JV list. That's all you need to do. Or receive JV updates or something along those lines. But do not force them, okay? Okay, so that's basically what I've got, okay? And I do want to sort of show you here that this is not something I've made up, okay? There's just a handful of my products. There's some more, okay? You might recognize some of these. Some of these are no longer for sale. You know, I could actually update and have another few pages of products that I created over the years. I've done this hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times, okay? And again, I'm going to show you something here that's hopefully going to open your eyes a little bit more. Do you remember the question I asked earlier where I gave you the product idea? Where I said, create a traffic method? Well, do you think I'm not going to do that myself? Okay, I created Simple Traffic Solutions on the 1st of November 2012, okay? Now, I still sell that product today. All these years later, it's still for sale, but it first launched November the 1st, 2012. This was a result of the 2013 earnings. I did not take a screenshot in 2012. I feel like pulling my hair out because we did over $250,000 from the launch with what we did on the back end with the funnel, okay? But I earned $105,000 in 2013. Now, I've got a quick question for you here. What do you think I did to earn those $105,000? I want you to answer and see how many people get this right. What do you think I did to earn $105,000 from Simple Traffic Solutions in 2013? Okay, I'll have a drink of water, give you a second. Okay, affiliates, affiliate marketing, you drove traffic. Yes, I drove traffic, yes. Okay, affiliates. It is right, it is affiliates in sort of a way, but what did I actually do? Here's the answer, are you ready? Nothing. I didn't do anything. At the very most, I might have put a couple of updates on my JV page. That's it. What happened was, this product took off. Affiliates who had done really, really well for the launch were then promoting it on an evergreen basis. A lot of marketers were promoting it on their thank you pages, in their autoresponder sequences. I remember one marketer in particular, Matt Garrett, he promoted it all year. He must have done about 50 grand in commissions. You know, lots of marketers basically just jumped on board and kept promoting it. I'm going to repeat this. I did nothing. Okay? 6 figures for doing absolutely nothing. I'm going to remind you of this. Create something once, sell it over and over and over and over again. Okay? Now, you're probably looking at 2014 and thinking, well, what happened there, John? Well, basically, I had a relaunch and I moved it over to JVZoo. Okay, we've done thousands of copies on JVZoo. It's been a top seller. You can see that 2 days in a row. Basically, the product still sells today. Okay, I'm up for a 3rd version and I have plans for a product called Simple Traffic Solutions Traffic Masters, which is where I'm going to do everything we've talked about on this webinar. I'm going to reveal my most up-to-date traffic methods. I'm going to interview a bunch of experts, hence Traffic Masters, and I'm going to teach it, and I'm going to try and come up with some sort of plugin as well. Okay, so everything I'm talking about, I'm going to implement into my next launch of Simple Traffic Solutions. So now I've got a big question for you. Do you want to get results like this? And this? And this? Look at this one. 7 grand in a day. 8 grand in a day. It's $565,000 in sales. Over $1 million in total sales. Do you want to get these sort of results? Well, let me show you some more proof. This is some of my products on JVZoo, okay? The niche marketing kit there, you can see 6 figures, okay? Simple Traffic Solutions in 2017, $34,000. Instant Ears on Pro, one sale of 6 figures. It has done much more than 6 figures since the screenshot, but let me show you some more. Product Launch Control, 26 grand. PLR material, 14 grand. Let me show you this one as well. Instant Air Zone, 30 grand, 60-minute reseller. Okay, that's a PLR package. Let me just see where I am. I want to talk about the bottom one there, 60-minute reseller. So you can see if you look at the top package, that's an upsell. And if you look at the bottom screenshot, that's the front end. So if you had 24 to 63 and we're nearly 90 grand, there was definitely more in the funnel as well. But I want to tell you what that product was, okay? Again, I'm giving you product ideas here. 60-minute reseller showed someone how to take a resell rights product or a PLR product and list it on JVZoo. So what we did, we set a timer, a 60-minute timer, and the hook was, the main thing we said was, in 60 minutes, you can be selling a product on JVZoo. We'll show you how. So we took a resale rights product, we went to JVZoo, and we basically filled out the information on the JVZoo dashboard, how to list the product, how to create the download page, how to put everything together in under 60 minutes. That's what it's generated in sales. And then the upsell was obviously PLR material that you can use right away to implement what we've just taught. Again, have an idea. Once you've done it, you can literally put it into plan, okay? So that's a 6-figure launch right there. There's some more. You can see more product launch control center, things like that. Launch control center is actually over 40 grand now in revenue from recurring. That's a 395 recurring upsell. So again, these are the sort of results you can get once you've put this into practice. You're not going to get these results by just sitting doing nothing, okay? I want to stress this, okay? I work very, very hard on my business, but those sort of results are possible once you put everything into practice. So now let me ask you a question. Have you received value on this webinar? Have you received value? Please, please, please do let me know what you think. I'd love to get some feedback now about what you think of this. Amazing, John. You have opened my eyes. Unbelievable. Best webinar I have ever attended. Wow. Thank you so much for that. Okay, so let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a serious question here, okay? If you got value from what I showed you today for free, which is just the tip of the iceberg of what I could show you, then I clearly wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't extend the opportunity to take things to the next level. So, let me ask you, how would you like help doing everything we've discussed on this webinar one-on-one? Would that be something you would like help with? Okay, let me know. Let me know if you'd like me to help you personally to do this. Okay. Okay, chat's just exploded yet again, okay? I actually can't keep up. Okay, so I'll show you what I've got for you, okay? And I'll show you what I can do for you. And if it's something you're interested in, we could be working together right away, okay? Basically, you don't need to struggle, okay? I know what it's like when you first get started. And yes, I gave you everything you need. And believe me, if you run with what you've got to offer me on this webinar, you can make this happen, okay? I do want to stress that, okay? This is not all about me just trying to come up with something to pitch to you or something like that, okay? But the thing is, I can help you get there quicker, okay? I can personally help you with all of my experience. Remember, I created my first product back in 2004, okay? And I've been doing it ever since. And it's still something I do. And it's still the #1 way to do this, to become successful online, okay? Now, you have been lied to over the years. As cheesy as that may sound, you know that you've been lied to. You know, you've been told making money online is easy. And again, I've told you, I'm not here to paint a false picture. You have to work, okay? You've been told it's easy when it's not, okay? Now, you've been sold, I know it sounds cheesy, dream after dream, promise after promise. Basically, the market is out there using the clever sales copy to get you to take your credit card out and buy, okay? They're very, very good at doing that by painting that picture that things will be easy. But you need to understand that it takes hard work and dedication to succeed. However, once you realize this, success can come easy, okay? Once you realize work is required, then success is never far behind. Now, of course, having a mentor helps, okay? Basically, someone can give you a step-by-step plan of action. Someone can tell you what you need to be doing in a step-by-step process. Someone who can guide you and take you down the right path. I went down so many wrong paths over the years. I know the mistakes people are making. I still see the mistakes people are making today. I can keep you clear of avoiding those mistakes so you don't make them yourself. Someone to make yourself accountable to. Very, very important, okay? If you've got someone you can basically make yourself accountable to, tell them something will be ready next Monday, tell them that the report will be done by, the 14th of the month, whatever, it happens, okay? And someone to advise and guide you every step of the way just to keep you on the right path. And finally, someone you can depend on and turn to if you need help, okay? Now, this person is me. Basically, I can show you how to do all of this. I can show you how to build a real online business using the methods we have talked about on this webinar. Even if you don't think you can do it, I know you can because I know you're determined to succeed step by step, okay? Now, I can show you how to do all of this, okay? How to do absolutely everything with my coaching program. It's called Partnership to Success, okay? And I'm going to show you how you can succeed in a big way, okay? If you're ready. If you're ready. They say when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Well, hopefully this is that moment for you. Now, my Partnership to Success program launched originally in 2011, okay? My first coaching program launched in 2008, and Partnership to Success has been my flagship program ever since. Now, since I launched it, those who followed me and followed my teachings have had incredible success. And since then, many have gone on to become successful marketers and have a business that makes a full-time income and more. I'll be showing you some of these people very soon. Now, something happened, okay? As an unexpected byproduct of my program, some of my students have now also become my top affiliates. Let me show you this, okay? Just get a drink. Now, this is my students promoting my products, okay? So my students were dominating my leaderboards. Now, they're so successful that I'm now competing with them, okay? This is going to sound crazy, but now I compete with my students on other marketers' launches, okay? Think about that for a moment. Now, you might think that means I'm just training my students to become my top affiliates, but nothing could be further from the truth because they're also my top affiliates. So because I taught them how to do this, obviously when I have a launch, they all get behind my launch, okay? Everybody wins. It's basically great news for us all, okay? Now, because of this, it's obviously in my interest to bring more students on board. And this is why I'm going to give you an amazing opportunity to be part of my most comprehensive program to date, okay? First of all, I'm going to show you a handful of success stories. We could talk for another hour with success stories. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to show you a few. Hopefully you're going to recognize some of these marketers that I'm going to talk about, okay? This is a few comments in the Facebook group from Shelley Penny, okay? You can see she's saying 3 months since my very first product launch, and you can see she'd done over a little $11,000, okay? Look on the left. And then at the end of the year, you can see the dates. Basically, that was the end of 2016. She'd done $113,000. Okay. Then we got into 2017, and you can see she went up to $207,000. Okay, $207,000. Gary Allark, he joined my program a few years ago, and what he's done now, he's took his experience. He had a few very successful launches. Now he's a JV broker, a JV manager. What he does now is help other marketers launch their products, and he takes a cut. That particular launch there, as you can see, did $38,000. There's just a couple of examples here. We've got Shreya Banerjee and Stephen Alvey. They're both in the top 10 at the same time on JVZoo. We've got some more products there, both in the top 10 of JVZoo. Stephen Alvey has gone on to do incredible things as well. You can see some of the results there. $33,000 at the bottom of the page there. That was one launch. The launch above, you can see, did $13,000 at the start of it. And he's basically what he did then, he went on to generate what did he do on that one? Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, he came third on a top JV competition, okay? So you can see he wrote there, last promo of the year, and we finished third after two of the biggest, most awesome companies in the industry. Not a bad finish to 2017. Yeah, now this is, I know this is a while ago, but we're going to show you more right up to date ones, okay? You can see my program provides success story after success story. The fact that they were actually a couple of years ago as well. Just goes to show you that, this program has worked for a long, long, long time. So here's what we're going to do. Here's what I can literally do for you, okay? Here's how the program actually works. First of all, you're going to get step-by-step weekly coaching for the next 12 months. Yes, the next 12 months, okay? Step-by-step, week by week. Now, I will stress before we go any further, if you're thinking 12 months, oh my God, John, 12 months, really? We're building a business, okay? But what I will say before we go to the next slide is we can fast track you as well. You can do this in literally 60 days. But anyway, let me carry on. I want to teach you how to build a profitable online business and create at least 3 successful products of your own over the next 12 months, okay? Basically, 12 months from now, you're going to be in a position to go it alone, okay? You're going to be following a real program that gets real results, okay? I know you've probably already wasted years looking for get rich quick, so you know it simply doesn't exist. However, with my training, you're going to be in a position to start earning money from your very first lesson. Okay, so that's what you're getting. That's part 1, okay? Here's how it works. You're going to have an assignment to complete each week, okay? Basically, step by step, easy to follow assignments, okay? We're talking, like I said earlier, 1-minute videos, 2-minute videos, 3-minute videos. That's all you have to do is just work your way through, okay? You're literally talking 1 to 2 hours most weeks, okay? Again, we can fast track you through this if we need to, so you can go faster if you want to. Now, this method of teaching is proven to work and it does not overwhelm you, okay? So, you get the step-by-step weekly coaching we've just discussed for the next 12 months. You also get 12 months of live mastermind sessions, okay? Here's how that works. Basically, we jump on the likes of GoToWebinar each week. Well, most weeks, sometimes it's every 2 weeks, but occasionally, sometimes it's each week. It just depends what's going on, but it's at least every 2 to 3 weeks, okay? And during these sessions, I show you live behind the scenes of my business and what is working for me, okay? You also get to see behind the scenes of all my accounts and see exactly how I earn my online income. More importantly, you get to see the results other Partnership to Success members are having as well. We show you what's happening with their launches and how they're doing, okay? Remember, it's not about me, it's about what I can do for you, okay? So that's 12 months of weekly coaching valued at $1997, 12 months of live mastermind sessions valued at $1997. We also give you access to the members only forum and Facebook group, okay? Basically, you get exclusive access to the members only forum and Facebook group. The Facebook group is a secret group, can't be found on Facebook, have to be a member of the partnership program. And here, you're going to interact with other like-minded individuals, okay? Now, I'm going to be honest here. The forum has taken a little bit of a backseat because of the popularity of the Facebook group, but you still get to go in there and see previous student success stories, okay? What we used to have the students do was document their progress throughout the program, and you can see how students went from absolute beginner to accomplished marketer. However, the group has just exploded, okay? The group is worth the price of this program alone, okay? I promise you. When you get in there, you get all the help you need from people who are doing this program, and you also get help from people who have done this program. Successful marketers in their own right, okay? So, you get the step-by-step weekly coaching for the next 12 months, $1997. You get the 12 months of live mastermind sessions, $1997. You get access to the members only forum and Facebook group, $997. You get access to me personally for the duration of the course and beyond, $4,997. Okay? Think about this for a moment. I'm giving you personal access to me. When I say personal access, I mean personal access. We're talking a direct line to my telephone number in the office, okay? How it normally works is if you want access, you ring the office, okay? If I'm not available, we schedule an appointment. If you want to jump on Skype, we can jump on Skype. If you want to contact me personally, you contact me personally, okay? I am here with you every step of the way, one-on-one, okay? That's what I'm offering you with this part of the program. You can consult with me anytime you like, okay? I charge $497 per hour to consult with non-members, okay? So if you took 10 hours with me, and a lot of people do, that's $5,000 worth of consultancy, okay? This is where this program stands out, okay? Because usually 1 or 2 calls with me at the start of the program, it's all you need, okay? So remember, anytime you need to consult with me, you can do that. However, here's where it gets amazing, okay? This next slide is literally what makes my program different from any other program out there. I'm actually going to get a quick drink before we go to the next slide. Are you ready for this? Are you ready? You get a full product promotion from me, okay? A full product promotion. I'll explain this in a moment, but let's break this down now, okay? We're talking step-by-step weekly coaching for the next 12 months, 1997. 12 months of live mastermind sessions valued at 1997. Access to the members only forum and Facebook group, which is a proper game changer, let me tell you, valued at 997. Access to me personally for the duration of the course and beyond, 4997, and a full product promotion to my entire subscriber database. I value that at 9997, and here's why, okay? When you create your very first product, I'm going to promote it to my entire subscriber database, all guns blazing, okay? We're talking over 200,000 subscribers. And I'm going to promote it all guns blazing to every single one of my subscribers. This basically gives your product the kickstart it needs to get the sales flooding in, okay? And it's something I've seen no other marketer offer. Think about this for a moment. Can you imagine seeing multiple sales come in from me from a promotion, okay? Imagine that for a moment. Most of the time I can bring in at least $2,000 in sales and usually a lot more. I'm going to be promoting your product, all guns blazing, via at least 3 broadcast emails to ensure the sales come flooding in, okay? And when I say 3 broadcast emails, at least, okay, that's at least. And we're not just talking your first launch, we're talking your second launch and your third launch, okay? All of the launches that you do in the first 12 months, you're guaranteed at least 3 broadcast emails, okay? Now, here's the sort of results I've had promoting products in the past, and I want you to imagine this was your product, okay? On this particular example, I pulled in $3,747.87 in commissions, and I came first on the leaderboard, okay? And my students, 3rd and 5th. On this particular launch, I teamed up and won first place, which is a $10,000 prize, and personally produced nearly $4,000 in commissions. On this particular launch, you can see I teamed up with Dave Nicholson. I do that quite often. And I can't remember the prize there. Does it say 15 grand in total? It was probably 5 to 10 grand. And we did 12 grand in commissions on that particular launch, okay? On this one, you can see again, I teamed up with Dave again. 6 grand in total there. And basically, these are just when I promote my students. When I promote my students' launches, 9 times out of 10, I'm at the top. On that one example in the middle there, Gareth Kentish's launch, Jim Cochran beat me, which was absolutely fine because it meant Gareth had a better launch. That was it was an eBay related product. So you can see I dominate my students' leaderboards as well. However, when your product launch is over, I don't stop promoting. I don't stop sending traffic, okay? I continue to promote your product to all of my new customers. Basically, when I have a new customer, they go on my customer list and they go through an autoresponder sequence. I promote your products there as well. And this ensures you keep making sales even after your product launch is over. So basically, I continue to make sales for my students on a daily basis. Okay, here's just one example of the sales I've generated after a launch has happened. Okay, this was after Miley's launch. Okay, basically that was from ongoing promotions. Okay, so can you see how this is absolutely unbelievable? As long as you can commit, follow my program, create a product which can be done in around 60 days if you put your mind to it, I'm guaranteeing to promote it from you, okay? But we're still not done. You're also going to get a full affiliate promotion as well, okay? Yes, a full affiliate promotion. So let's just break all this down now and show you the total value, okay? We're talking step-by-step weekly coaching for the next 12 months valued at 1997. 12 months of live mastermind sessions valued at 1997. Access to the members only forum and Facebook group valued at 997. If I'm being honest, that should be a lot more. Access to me personally for the duration of the course and beyond. Just 10 hours worth of consultations is 4997. You can have more. Full product promotion to my entire subscriber database. I'd expect to generate at least 10 grand in sales for you. Obviously, we can't guarantee that. We can't, but that's what we expect, and that's why we value that at 10 grand. Basically, these are not made up numbers. And a full introduction to my 3,000 plus army of affiliates valued at 6997. Let me explain how that works. Basically, I'm going to introduce you and your product to my 3,000 plus team of affiliates. This is where sales can go through the roof. Now, you might not believe this, but affiliates are actually crying out for products to promote from marketers they know, like, and trust. And one of the easiest ways to get on their radar is a personal introduction from someone they already know, like and trust, someone like me, okay? Now, how many coaching programs do you know where the coach actually knows you're going to create a quality product due to his training and is therefore happy to actually email his own affiliates and introduce you and your products? Like I said, affiliates are crying out for quality products to promote, and I'm going to ensure that you create something of value that they will want to promote. That's the key here. I'm going to make sure that when you do create your product, it's not something that's not going to be attractive to affiliates. I make sure it is attractive to affiliates, okay? I basically give you all of the affiliate templates you need and show you how to structure a page so you can maximize sales. Remember, just one mailing from a super affiliate can bring in thousands of dollars overnight, and I've already showed you how that's possible, okay? Let me show you some more success stories, some more results. This is basically just various students' products, just basically selling lots and lots and lots of items, leaderboards and things like that. And there's some more. And this one here, I just want to bring this one up. Shreya Banerjee, I mentioned her earlier. This was her first launch, a very, very first launch, $15,134 in sales. Shreya had done nothing before online, and that was the result she was having in around 90 days, okay? Now, remember, I'm going to personally work with you for 12 months, at least 12 months, to help you create your own digital products that you can sell over and over and over again. Remember, create something once, sell it over and over again. So let me ask you a question. Are you my next success story? Right, guys, give me 1 second. I'll just quickly check the comments. Hopefully you are going to be next, okay? This sounds amazing. I bet it's expensive. Show me where to go. Where's the order page? Okay. We're nearly there, guys, okay? There's still a bit more I want to talk about before we get there, okay? So like I said, are you my next success story? Well, first of all, I want you to promise me something, okay? I want you to be able to answer yes to these questions, okay? First of all, are you prepared to work hard to reap the rewards, okay? Now, when I say hard, I mean 2 to 3 hours per week. You need to dedicate yourself to at least 2 to 3 hours per week, okay? Because obviously we're building an online business. Are you dedicated, okay? Do you have what it takes to keep this going? Believe me, a lot of people don't. A lot of people try something for a week or two, give up and move on, looking for the instant riches, okay, which doesn't exist. Do you have a burning desire to succeed? I strongly believe every single successful marketer out there has something about them, that burning desire, that, succeed at no expense, have to succeed, etc., etc. Are you an honest person willing to help others? I think that goes without saying. I don't want to work with someone who's going to, quickly bank 10, 20, 30 grand, disappear, leave their customers standing, or create something that's, not valuable. I would never let that happen anyway. And finally, can you follow step-by-step instructions? Okay? Hopefully the answer is yes. If you've answered yes to all of those questions, then we can be working together very soon. Now, this program actually sells right now for $4,997 at partnershiptosuccess.com. If you go to partnershiptosuccess.com, you're going to see the price tag is $4,997, okay? Obviously, that's not what it's going to cost you, but I want you to understand this program sells for $4,997, okay? Now, remember, you're going to get access to me via phone, email, and Skype. And once your products are ready, I'm going to personally email my entire subscriber database with at least 3 email broadcasts for each product you develop and introduce you to my 3,000 plus army of affiliates, including my personal contacts to get them promoting for you as well. Again, here's just one example to the heat I can bring to an offer. Now, I must stress, I can only take on a few students at this time, okay? Now, I know you may be thinking, oh yeah, John, whatever, I've heard this before, you're going to limit slots, whatever. Well, think about this for a moment, okay? You're probably thinking, why only make a few slots available? Why not just sell as many as you possibly can? Believe me, if I could sell 100 slots of this program right now, I would. But we're only a small team, and I can't physically take on too many people at this time, okay? There's 3 of us help run this program. There is myself, there's Randy Smith, and my son, Alex, okay? Between the 3 of us, we can only take on so many people. Obviously, I run the program, but I have Alex help when there's, sometimes he'll help you put the product together. Sometimes he'll help you build out your members area. And Randy's there to offer advice as well. Me and Randy go back a long, long way, and he helps me with the program too, okay? So that is why it has to be limited, okay? But here's the deal. Give my Partnership to Success program a try with this amazing guarantee. Are you ready for the guarantee? Okay. 60-day, no questions asked guarantee. Okay. Now, I am willing to gamble your investment that you will love the program once you get in. I'm willing to gamble so much that I could coach you for 59 days. And if it wasn't for you on day 59, you could refund, okay? Do you think I would take that gamble if I didn't have an awesome program that produces results? I really want you to think about that for a moment, okay? Now, at the same time, if you're going to come in, do nothing, and request a refund on day 59, I would say close this webinar right now, okay? Because I only want to work, remember, with dedicated people who are determined to succeed. If you are determined to succeed, I have so much faith in my program and in its ability to help you. You can have a 60-day, no questions asked, money-back guarantee. How many marketers believe in their program so much that they're going to offer a guarantee like that? Most marketers will offer a success guarantee. You know, where they say you have to do this, 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 and this before you qualify for a refund. If this program isn't for you, you can refund, okay? But of course, I want you to commit and put the work in, okay? If you do that, you will not be requesting a refund, believe me. Okay, so does that sound fair to you? Does that sound fair? Okay, so let me get another drink, guys. Everyone just wants to see the order form. Okay, we're nearly there. We're literally a few slides away. I'm just going to count 4 or 5 slides away, okay, for the order form. So, as I said, this would be great value at $4,997, okay? It would be an absolute steal at $3,997 because you'd be saving $1,000. And it will be an absolute giveaway at $2,997. Okay, an absolute giveaway. But today, you can get in for $1,997, saving you $3,000. However, there's one more thing I do want to do before I show you the order page, okay? Before I do that, what if I do one last thing that is literally going to blow you away? What if I made it as easy as possible to get into the program, okay? And what if I gave you the chance to spread the cost over 12 months? I've basically never made an offer like this before, okay? You can get in right now today for $197. Now, I know this sounds pretty amazing, and hopefully you're blown away by this offer and you're ready to get started, okay? So what you need to do to get in for $1,997 or 12 payments of $197 is go to the URL you're going to see on the next page. Are you ready? Here it is. Go to the URL on the screen and get started in the next 5 minutes. Now keep in mind this normally sells for $4,997, but if you want to take advantage of this offer, you must act now. Okay? Remember, there's also a 60-day no questions asked guarantee. Now I know, let me check the comments. You are crazy. Oh my God, that was such a shock. I know, I honestly guys, I think sometimes people can't get their head around what I'm doing here. I've just got so much faith in my program. I've run this program since 2011. It's updated many times and I just know it can help you. So I want people to try it out. I've got ultimate faith in my program and I know for a fact most of you will stick with the program and see it through to the end, okay? And that's why I'm offering the guarantee as well. So what you have to do is go to the URL on the screen and then get started in the next 5 minutes, okay? Now, we're still actually not done. I've still got more to offer you, but go and check out that page. Make sure you're sort of seeing what's on offer. Get started, get in. And remember, just please remember, guys, that this page can get taken down. When we take an influx of people on, we shut the page down. You have to go on a waiting list, okay? But anyway, there's more. You're going to get every single one of my products as well, okay? Yes, you get access to every single product I have ever created. Everything that's still current, okay? That's over $3,000 worth of information in there alone, okay? You're also going to get every product I create within the next 12 months, okay? And, you might be thinking, what, John, what's going on? Basically, I'm giving you everything, okay? I'm giving you everything I got here, okay? And there's more, okay? This one is worth about, well, hold on, let me see. I can't remember what I valued it at. It's $5,000 in total. So let me tell you about how this works. Basically, you're going to get partner products, and these are mostly high ticket products I've sourced exclusively for Partnership to Success members. Okay, there's already over $3,000 worth of products in there, and basically how it works. Okay, let me bring the next slide up. If you see a product you like, you let me know, and I try and get it for everyone. Okay. Usually what I do, I go to a marketer and if there's a product for sale and people want it, I would say, look, is there any chance I can let my high ticket students have this, and I promote the product for you? Usually they'll agree, and then we get more products in there. Okay. So here it is. Everything you're getting. Okay. Step-by-step weekly coaching for the next 12 months, valued at $1,997. 12 months of live mastermind sessions, valued at $1,997. Access to the members only forum and Facebook group, valued at $997. Access to me personally for the duration of the course and beyond, $4,997. Full product promotion to my entire subscriber database, $9,997. Full introduction to my 3,000 plus army of affiliates, $6,997. And all of my products and partner products over $5,000. So we're up to $33,979. Wow. Now you have an incredible opportunity now to finally stop buying product after product, shiny object syndrome. Finally, stop spending countless hours at your computer trying to figure it all out. Finally, stop struggling with information overload and getting pulled in various directions. And finally, stop looking for the missing puzzle piece day in, day out. You've now got two choices, okay? The first option is to do nothing and keep getting the results you've been getting. The second option is to invest your time in a proven mentor and proven program and fast track yourself to success. Remember, you can be started in literally 2 steps. Go to the URL on the screen and get started in the next 5 minutes. And I've now got one more thing to show you. What if I give you double the value? Yes, I'm going to let you have an additional login for a spouse or a friend, okay? Now, over the years, I know a lot of students who've came in, they'd like to work with someone. And over the years, they would ask if they could have let someone else have their access to their membership, their password, things like that. And we don't like doing that, okay? Because we think, it's not right to share that sort of information. So what we've decided to do is, if you want to partner up with someone, a friend or a spouse, and go through the program with them, maybe even create a product together, all you have to do is get in touch and we will let them have access to. So you're getting double the value, okay? Now remember, I'm going to personally work with you for the next 12 months and beyond to help you create your own digital products that you can sell over and over again. And you're going to get direct access to me when you need it. And when your products are ready, I'm personally going to promote them to my entire database with at least 3 of my broadcasts for each product developed, and introduce you to my 3,000 plus army of affiliates and my personal contacts, help get them promoting for you as well. Here's some more success stories. Hopefully you're already getting on board. Hopefully you're already in. Let me just check the comments here. I'm in, John. Okay, I'm in. This is amazing. How can I turn this down? Okay, it looks like we've got quite a few coming in, guys. Okay, so hopefully you're going to come in as well. Okay, right then. I'm going to bring you some more success stories now, okay? Try and go through these quite briefly, but I do want to let you know, the stuff I showed you earlier wasn't just one-off. Let's talk about Stuart Turnbull. He used to have a 90-minute drive to work each day. 90-minute drive, oh my God. And prior to working with me, he was laid off from his dull office job that he had for 20 years, okay? Now, within a few short months of working with me, he had his first product on ClickBank. And now he earns more working online than he did in that dull job for 20 years. Basically, Stuart's launched countless products as a result of my program. Now, Stuart didn't want to tell me his earnings. That's his prerogative, okay? But basically, he earns enough to support his family. He's full-time online, and you can see some of the stuff he's sharing there, okay? That was his first product there, Print Make Profits, okay? That's actually still for sale today. He launched that product I think it was about 2010, and it still sells to this day, okay? Generated thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. Let me quickly share with you Keith Purkis. Keith was actually the very first person to come into this program, and he paid $5,000, okay? He found out I was putting this program together. He said, John, ring me when it's ready. I'll be the first person to come in. I hadn't even told him the price when he said that, okay? Because basically I'd been helping him over the years. He'd been making a living selling phone accessories. Unlike me, I wasn't making a living. I tried. but the increasing competition was causing prices to drop, so he decided to go it alone and move into selling digital products. But after buying many Warrior special offers for a couple of years, it still made no money. But with my help, Keith was able to put his first digital product online, and from then on he started making a profit. And a few years later, as I said, he joined my program and had a much bigger launch, followed by increasing sales as an affiliate. So let me show you Keith's results. Earnings from his first launch, $6,000. Total earnings to date, 50,000 plus. These results are like 3 years ago. I'll explain why in a moment. Over 50,000 subscribers. And basically, a few years ago, he took a break from doing all of IM, and he just stopped because his daughter was born, and he was financially secure, and he decided to just stop. But the money kept coming in from the recurring stuff. Now he's back. He's back in the program, and he came back a few months ago, and he's working on new projects, which is very, very exciting. Remember I mentioned Randy earlier? I just want to mention how Randy got started with me. He was running a furniture shop and trying to make money online without any real success for about 5 years. Then by following my blog and my emails, he was able to finally get to a few hundred a month online. And then his furniture business went under, and he started working directly with me. There's usually a pattern. Usually something happens to someone's business and they almost get forced to go online. But from my advice and one-on-one help, Randy was able to avoid looking for another job, because within months he was earning a full-time income, okay? This is some of Randy's stats. 10K payday, 30,000 buyers on his list. Would I recommend being coached by John? I have many times, he says, and those marketers are now great JV partners and good friends. And you can see some more stuff here. He makes 5 figures monthly, regularly sought out for advice by big marketers, still laid back, lots of time for hobbies. Best day's profit from a launch, 10 grand. Best day's profit from a site sale, basically had a launch and sold the site. 3 people sold it for $100,000, so he made 33 grand there. Best launch, $250,000. So he's done amazing results. So that's a picture of Randy there with his family. Very down-to-earth guy. You will get to know Randy if you join the program. Like I said, he's a fantastic guy, and he's just down-to-earth, spends most of his weekends camping with his family, all because of the internet. It enables him to live the lifestyle he wants. Let me bring in Omar Martin, my most successful student. I have to talk about Omar. He was basically a paramedic working in New York, and then after 9/11 he decided he wanted a complete change of lifestyle. Unfortunately, his partner was killed in 9/11, and after that he said, I can't do this anymore. And I moved to Florida, and after struggling for years trying to build an online business, he invested in my very first coaching program. He invested his rent money. I didn't know at the time that he had invested his rent money. Had I known, I don't know what would have happened. I don't know if I would have even considered refunding him, but he actually told me it was the best thing he ever did, okay? This was way back in 2008, and since then Omar has gone on to become my most successful student. First big launch, did over 180 grand. In the 2 years after joining my coaching, he did over 400 grand. He's got over 60 websites online, hosts events and speaks on stage all over the world, and sells his own coaching packages as well. That's a few pictures of me with Omar, and that was actually an event we ran together. If you look at the bottom picture, you can see me in the bottom left there, and sitting right next to Omar and Dave Nicholson, my good buddy as well. And that's me partying with Omar and his wife Melinda. He's did around $7 million. Unbelievable. Usually does about 200 grand a month, 100,000 plus buyers on his list. And you can see what he says there. I'm finally making money in my sleep instead of just dreaming. Last year, Omar's business generated $3.7 million in sales. $3.7 million. Unbelievable. See, some more names you might recognize. So now, the big question is going to be, can you put in the effort to building a real business and become my next success story? That is the question. Okay? Go to the URL on the screen and get started in the next 5 minutes. Remember, you have a full guarantee with this program. There is absolutely zero risk. Okay? Okay, now we're going to answer some questions. Now, like I said earlier, hopefully you've been getting your questions answered. But I do want to stress, that just get in. Just get in if you still have a question outstanding, or if I miss it. I'm trying my very, very best not to, but I just want to stress the guarantee again, okay? 60 days, no questions asked. Again, I've got so much confidence in this. So if it's just that one little question you need answered, just get in. Because, I know for a fact that the answer to your question will be yes, okay? 9 times out of 10 or 99 out of 100 it will be yes. But here's the most popular questions we get. We've been taking all of the questions over the years, and these are what we get asked most of the time, okay? So let's start this off. the first question is, what if I fall behind? Okay? It doesn't matter. Okay? Yes, this is a 12-month program, and yes, you get the lessons on a weekly basis, but if you fall behind, it makes no difference. We've had students take up to 2 years to get through this program. The most important thing is you keep moving forward each time you get the chance to go through the training. So if you have to take 3 months out to travel the world, or if you can't start today, you know, that's quite a common one we get. If you can't start today, something's coming up in the next week or two, it's okay, because you get multiple opportunities to catch up anyway. But even if you don't catch up, it's not a problem. Just take each week as it comes. Okay? So that's not a problem. I'm a complete newbie. Will this work? Yes. As long as you apply the teaching. Okay? This is not a miracle. Okay? This is not something where it's not one of those automated get-rich-quick programs, because they don't exist. Okay? What I can guarantee is if you go through this program, you will be in a position to quit your job within 12 months. A lot sooner if you fast track through the program. Which leads me on nicely to the next question. Does this program have to take 12 months? No. Okay? The record is held by Miley Eski, who we talked about earlier. She's done this program in 56 days. She went from nothing, no product online, to product launched in 56 days. Okay? That's the record. If you want to try and break it, we can try and break it. We can fast track you through the training. Okay? You can literally get through this 52 weeks worth of training within around 50 days if you really put your mind to it. Okay? Yes, it would take a lot of work, but the point I'm trying to get across here is if you want to go hell for leather, all guns blazing, we can be there with you every step of the way. Do I need to spend anything else? Yes, you do. We're building a business. You need a hosting account. Okay, I recommend D9 Hosting, the company I talked about earlier. I've actually got you a good deal. The reason I recommend them is because they understand our business. Now, if you've already got a hosting account, you can stick with them, or we can move everything to D9 Hosting. They'll do it all 100% for free, okay? But that is your call. But you need hosting, and you also need an autoresponder account. I recommend Aweber. That's the autoresponder I use, okay? On top of that, you need to spend about between $100 and $200 to get through the program. I've done my very best to make sure that cost has been keeping down to a minimum. Okay, I've done my very best to do that, but ultimately, there's a few things you must invest in. I don't have a lot of time, is that okay? Yes, just when you have got some time, instead of going watching, you know, the latest TV blockbuster, or instead of going on the PS4, work on the program, okay? 1 to 2 hours a week will be enough to get through this program. And of course, when you've got more time, you can work through more weeks, and when you've got less time, you can leave it for a week or two. It's absolutely fine, okay? Can you guarantee success? Now, ClickBank actually let me use the term 100% success guaranteed in my sales copy, okay? If you don't know ClickBank, I have to approve every product you put on their network. I can guarantee success as long as you complete the program, okay? If you complete this program, you will be in a position to quit your job within 12 months. For me, that's a success. You have to complete the program. If you do, I can guarantee success. If you need support, we are here, okay? We have a dedicated help desk, we have live chat, we have the Facebook group, and while I don't recommend it, you can contact me via Messenger and you can contact me via email. We don't recommend it because we like to try and document all of the support tickets, so we recommend you use the help desk, but we're here to give you all of the help and support you need, okay? How many success stories does this program have? Literally hundreds, okay? When you go to the order page, you'll see a ton more success stories. You've probably already checked that out and already seen them. Plus the success stories on here. Plus inside the members area, we have even more success stories. And once you get in there, you're going to see other marketers. You might be thinking, wow, I never knew that was John's student. You're going to see lots and lots of names you recognize once you get in the Facebook group, okay? How soon can I start making money? You can start making money after about a week or two, okay? Now, we're not talking groundbreaking amounts of money, but you are in a position to start making money after a week or two. But the big money comes, basically once you've completed phase 1, you're in a position to start earning good money, which is 8 weeks. But once you have launched your product and got your product ready, that's when big things happen, okay? So, here's what you're getting. Step-by-step weekly coaching for the next 12 months, valued at $1997. 12 months of live mastermind sessions where I take you behind the scenes of my business each week, valued at $1997. Access to the members only forum and Facebook group where you can interact with like-minded individuals, valued at $997. Access to me personally for the duration of the course and beyond. We can do one-on-one calls, we can do one-on-one help, we can basically work with you personally, $4997. Full product promotion to my entire subscriber database for each product you create and launch in the next 12 months, valued at $9997. Full introduction to my 3,000 plus army of affiliates, including my personal contacts, valued at $6997. All of my products and partner products valued at $5,000 plus, and an additional login for a friend or spouse, valued at $1997, basically doubling the value. What you need to do is go to the URL on the screen and get started in the next 5 minutes. Okay guys, that's it. That's all I've got for you, okay? Hopefully I covered everything. I know there's been a ton of questions getting asked, but hopefully you've got everything you need. If you do have any more questions, you'll see a link where you can get in touch should you need to. But just get on board. Just get on board. You've got that guarantee, okay? I do want to thank you for making it this far and staying with us right until the end. The fact you've done this shows me you've got that quality and you've got what it takes to succeed. You just need to take that final step and take action, okay? Once again, my name is John Thornhill. Thank you so much for being here, and hopefully I see you inside the members area very soon.
This is the best decision that you'll ever make. Hey, what's up guys? My name is Omar Martin and I am the CMO of a small company called Higher Level Strategies that my wife and I run right out of our home here in Orlando, Florida. We have 6 employees, all virtual, and we've been in business since 2008. And this video that I'm making here is a testimonial for my good friend and mentor, John Thornhill. And I want you to pay close attention to this because for me and my wife, Melinda, John Thornhill's coaching program was probably the best decision that we've made in our adult lives. It has completely changed our lives. And I'll tell you very quickly, a condensed version of our story. In 2007, we were broke. We were up to our eyeballs in debt and we were about to miss our first mortgage payment. I was able to convince my wife, I'm just looking at her off camera right now. I was able to convince her to invest a little bit of money that we did have that we were supposed to use towards the mortgage and invest it in John's coaching program. We did that, and within 18 months, we had launched a digital product. We made 6 figures with that product launch. Now, we did several product launches in between. We had to work. This isn't just fall from the sky. It's not like you join a coaching program and then you're an instant millionaire. That's not quite how it works. I wish it did, but it didn't work that way. We worked hard and it took 18 months. But by the time we did our product launch, we did I want to say it was $450,000 in sales, but we didn't get to keep all of that. Obviously, there's expenses and stuff. We were able to bank $180,000. This is our story, our results, and I know that they're not typical. We worked our asses off to get them, but I am a testament. Melinda and I are a testament of what can happen with John's coaching if you're willing to work hard and follow the steps. The amazing thing about that product launch that we did was, when we launched the product, we got 1,300 members, and it was a membership site, and 1,300 people were paying us over $30 per month each. I want to say it was $39. We're going back a while now, so we were netting over $30,000 per month. This is on top of the $180,000 that we were able to put in our savings account. I never in my life had that kind of money in my bank account, and this is after being formally educated. I went to medical school. I was a practicing physician's assistant. I was a paramedic. My wife also had a very good job. We never had that kind of money in savings or that kind of money. So naturally, it changed our lives. We didn't stop there. We continued, just repeating the process once we learned it. We had multiple 6-figure product launches after that. We built a 7-figure company right out of a spare bedroom in our home. That is our story. That's how it worked for us. We've made over $8 million online at the time that I'm recording this video for you, and that's real. And I'm not saying that you're going to have those same exact results or that anybody is. I'm saying that's what we had. But you can see for yourself the amount of testimonials that John has on his page. I mean, this guy has been around a long time. He knows what he's doing. And here's what's awesome about Partnership to Success. It's not just steps to follow. Yeah, the steps are there, the videos are there, the tools are there, the checklist, everything that you need to build. But what's really there is the support and the community. So you're never going to feel like you're building your internet business alone. Myself and my wife Melinda also coach internet marketers now. And there is no program other than my own that I recommend like I do John Thornhill's Partnership to Success. If you have an opportunity to work with John, hand on heart, it is the best thing that you can do for your life. Take John's advice, join this program. If you're ready, it's going to take work. Again, John is just the coach. You've got to do the work. But if you're ready to do that, this is the best decision that you'll ever make. So jump on board, grab Partnership to Success. It gets my full endorsement. I look forward to seeing you inside the P2S group.